Welcome to episode 5 of Roll for Initiative, the Legends of the Gravehand Syndicate, or whatever. I keep forgetting the damn names of these things. Anyway, let's go to this one, and everybody's on screen, and this time they will talk. There we go. Thank you. At least somebody said something.
Hello. I'm going to talk this time.
Yes. That's awesome. Cool. All right. Well, this should be an interesting one. We'll see how long it lasts, because if they all die in the first hour because the hag kills them, then it'll be a short episode. Anyway, let's start with the episode recap. Episode 4, Kids Say the Darndest Things. When we last left our heroes, they were traveling through a teleport conduit, which is imperceivable by most people, but not Wes. No, that motherfucker became fully aware of himself while he was in the teleport. Then some voice in his head is like, hey, dude, you're about to get wrecked when you come out of the teleport, so buckle up, Buttercup, or something like that. I'm sure Wes is fine. It's just some precognition ability he doesn't realize he's had all his life, and not the consciousness of an ancient wizard he decided to pull into his mind. Anyway, the wizard was right. I mean, Wes's precognitive abilities were right. The party did get wrecked as they emerged from the portal. Or perhaps it's more accurate to say they got into a wreck. Okay, they fell into a fruit cart and smashed it. Fucking tourists. At this point, they see a bunch of orc guards coming up to them and politely warning them that they really shouldn't do that type of thing, and asking them what they have to say for themselves. At least I'm guessing that's what the dozen or so weapons pointed at the Syndicate meant. They were in the town of Zolgrad, the orc town you may have seen back in Campaign 1. Kalon was then like, whoa, it's cool, guys. I'm an old friend of your chieftain Ragnar. I'm sure he and I will be able to laugh this off after an ale or 12. And come to think of it, if you guys are nice to us, I could put in a good word for you. Then the orc guard was like, nice try, bitch. Ragnar's dead. After Kalon and the rest of the party shit themselves. Okay, maybe it was just a bit of gas, although after that greasy-ass breakfast back in Vantor's Rest, who knows. Anyway, after this, they hear another voice, and this time, it's not the voice in Wes's head. Everyone actually heard it. It was the voice of an angel, or at least Kalon thought so. Rue Hammerfall, the daughter of Ragnar, and now the new chieftain after his death, approached the party. She was like, what the actual fuck are you doing? And then she noticed Kalon and was like, what the actual fuck are you doing? Yes, Kalon has a history with Rue. You see, a couple years back, before he joined up with the Gravehand Syndicate, he stayed in Zolgrad. While there, he took a liking to Rue, and she took a liking to him. If this were a movie, you'd see them running towards each other in slow motion in a field of flowers or some bullshit like that, which usually ruins movies. Oh yeah, and Rue has a kid too. His name is Jeremy. Nope, not Kalon's kid. If you want to know whose kid it is, go watch episode 6 of Campaign 1. Or just stay tuned here. Anyway, Kalon and Rue got pretty close back then, and while Rue might not be one to kiss and tell, well, pretty much the whole town knew what they were up to. Kalon got close to Jeremy. Jeremy loved his Uncle Clankon since, well, Jeremy's father was nowhere to be found. Rue didn't speak much of Jeremy's father other than to say that he didn't even know he had a son. So at one point, much like the realization I'm having about this portion of the recap right now, Kalon realized he had spent too much time in Zolgrad, and he left without saying a word. Back to the current situation. Rue was fucking pissed. But being the good host and town leader she is, she brought them to Mughug's Tavern and Inn. Then she was like, shit, I can't be that much of a bitch to these folks. And in more friendly manner, invited them to dinner at her house that night. So the Syndicate entered the tavern, and Mughug, being one of the friendliest bastards you'll ever meet, not only greeted them warmly, but started reminiscing with Kalon like they were best friends. Then a little while later, they heard a voice from the corner at another table. It was none other than Novris, the person who had teleported them out when they were about to be annihilated by the Duke back in Bloodstone's End. Novris greeted them in his Novris way. The Syndicate was a bit pissed, though, especially after he had sent them to Vantor's Rest by mistake. After a bit of tension, Novris began telling them that there was a lot more going on here than it appeared on the surface. He filled them in on some of what he had been trying to find out, but mainly that there was some hidden player manipulating things. Then, just as Novus was about to give them a contact name to start with, the alarm on his 1980s Casio watch on his wrist started beeping. He looked annoyed by it and said, "Not again," right before a rift opened up beside him and pulled him into it. Of course, he was able to reach back through and grab his drink right before it closed. So while they didn't have a contact name, they at least had an immediate path forward. After resting up, they headed to Rue's house for dinner. As they knocked on the door, they heard Jeremy's voice say that his mommy or daddy would be at the door in a minute. Sorry, what the fuck did he just say? His daddy? Yes, it turns out that Leslie Irons of the Mastoran Rangers was the father of Jeremy, and indeed Les was there at the house. Les, one of the heroes from Campaign 1. Les, who in Episode 5 of Campaign 1 decided to hit on Rue and imply that they had many, many relations several years back. Les, who did this so much that in between episodes, the DM decided to give her a kid. His kid. Which was revealed in Episode 6. Anyway, Les opens the door and is like, "Who the fuck are you?" No, I'm not paraphrasing. That is, in fact, what he said. Over the next several hours at the house, you could cut the tension with a knife. Les and Kaelon did not like each other, which was quite upsetting to Jeremy. He wanted his daddy Pez, who had his Pistoran bangers, and his uncle Clankon, who had his gay hands in the clit, to get along. Jeremy told Clankon how much mommy loved daddy's bangers, and of course how much she loved Clankon's hands in the clit too. Naturally, later on, when the Syndicate cast Prestidig illusions and made Les's apron say cuck, Jeremy asked what a cuck was. After Les tried to explain what a cuck was in a family-friendly way, Jeremy mentioned that perhaps Uncle Clankon, Mommy, and Daddy were in that type of a situation. Oh, Jeremy, you poor little bastard. During the evening, Les also called in another Mastoran Ranger, Hoagie. Hoagie came running over to the house after punching Kaelon in the face, got in a bit of a tussle with Wes. Sorry, it's just quite strange how a 4-foot-tall wooden boy and a 7-foot-tall Goliath look so much alike. Anyway, after the crazy evening, Rue ended up telling the Gravehand Syndicate, or the gay hands in the clit, that she would try to help them as much as she could. She also tried to bring the Rangers and the Syndicate together as much as possible. In fact, the Syndicate agreed to help with an issue that was plaguing the town. It seems that a group of raider bandits was attacking travelers to and from the town on the road to the south. So after a night's rest, the Syndicate headed out to the south to hunt down these raiders. As they approached an obviously staged wreckage site, they actually detected the raiders hiding up in the trees. After an exchange of fire, the raiders took off through the treetops. The Syndicate followed. On their way, they heard a cry for help in another direction. The party split up. Kat and Kaelon continued to follow the raiders all the way to their camp, while the rest went to investigate the noise. The party discovered an older lady who was injured, and her cart of goods was damaged, and some were missing. She said that the raiders attacked her, took some of her stuff, and kidnapped her husband. The Syndicate helped her a bit and said to head to Zolgrad, and they will get her husband back. After rejoining Kat and Kaelon, the entire party attacked the camp. They took down the outer guards and then proceeded further in. Around a campfire, they noticed 4 raiders. They attacked. After killing one raider, the little old lady they helped came wandering up from behind, asking if they found her husband yet. The Syndicate was like, "What the fuck are you doing here? We're in the middle of a combat." The old lady was like, "No, I know. I'm a fucking hag. I set your asses up so I could feast on your souls or something." When we last left our heroes, they were about to engage in combat with a hag. And now to the action at hand. All right.
Time to die.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So
We're gonna live. We're
You're
not gonna
gonna-
die. That would be.
switch to the map view and turn on the map.
Turn on the map.
And, okay, so let me do a couple things here. I have to rearrange a few things on my screen. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do that, and let's do that. All right. Not that any of that means anything to you. Okay, so we are in the middle of combat, and we were actually at the top of the order. Now, we're going to kind of do a quick recap of where we're at with the combat so you can see for everybody at home or everybody here on stream, you can see at the top of the area this is kind of the layout where everybody is. There's the dead raider. There's the 3 live raiders. There's parts of the party. There's the new campfire token that, because we were using something else before. And then down here in the south, the hag had come up and, she's about this far from Wes and Kat, who are the closest. So we're going to kind of zoom back out a little bit here. So actually now, at the top of the order is Wes. So you can do what you got to do.
Okay. I am going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay.
Nice.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to convert my sorcery points into an extra spell slot.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna back the fuck up. I'll go there.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Okay. So then
I can't be charmed, frightened, possessed, and they have disadvantage on attack rolls. The hag does, at least. I assume these guys are just the regular guys are just humanoid.
Yep.
But yeah, the hag will have disadvantage as long as I'm maintaining concentration.
Okay. So charmed, frightened, or possessed, and disadvantage on attack rolls.
Yep.
Okay. And is that for any type of attack, or is that just for anything from the hag?
The disadvantage is just for the hag. Actually, all of it's just from the hag.
But any type of attack from the hag, not just like a magical attack or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
On attack rolls. So.
Yep. Sounds good. Ooh, actually, that's an interesting one. Okay. Good. Okay, so then after Wes is Josie.
Okay. There's a couple things I can do on this turn. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at this guard number 1 up here. Do they look like they're still engaging, or they look like they're running away?
No, they're not running. I mean, they don't look like they're running away, right? They're it's kind of just ready and, not necessarily running at you yet, but it's just kind of ready. They were, I think if I remember last time, they were taking shots from the distance. So
yeah, I remember they were backing up. So I didn't know if they were gonna go back up to run off, or
not that you can tell, right? So
okay. And then I'm going to okay, in that case, I think I'm just gonna stay and engage with 3 over here. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna move here.
Yep.
To get a little flanking going on.
Yep.
And I'm gonna flavor it kind of like I do a cool run and dive, and then I make a slash at their ankles. And then I'm gonna take a second slash and strike up to make my 2 attacks at it.
Cool.
So first attack is going to be does a dirty 20 hit?
Yeah, the dirty 20 will hit.
Awesome. And then I get sneak attack. So that's going to be 12 plus 5. That's going to be 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And that's number 3. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
17.
And that was just my first attack. So I get so I make that strike. And because I did sneak attack, you see her lick her blade as she gets 4 temporary HP back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to make an offhand strike. That's a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go.
Maybe
On
it's
the
not
offhand.
true.
Why do I always
trick.
nat 20 on the offhand? I hate that.
She's got the spike syndrome.
Right. How do you do crit damage again, Den?
I can't remember. I've done it a number.
Dice, right?
Sorry, say it again. What did you say, Brian?
So it's like if it's a 1d4, we do 4, and then you do the max for a
Perkins.
die, and
Right.
then
You do
roll another
Perkins
one.
crit?
I do. Yes, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, basically a Perkins.
Okay,
crit.
amazing. Then I'm going to do 6 plus 5, so another 11 points of slashing damage at him.
All right. Boom. Yeah, and you see this guy is, definitely well bloodied, right? I mean, it's just he's hurting pretty well. So.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be my turn then.
Okay. Okay. Next up is Axis.
Right. I'm gonna take a slash at him with my double-bladed scimitar. Ooh, 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sickaroonie, pepperoonie. 2d4. So that'd be 8 slashing. Is he still up?
8 slashing. Yes, still up, but you can see this guy's on his last leg.
Okay. Bonus action. The special on this is I can make another attack with it with like half damage. Ooh, okay. 16?
The 16 hits. So, how do you want to do it?
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Literally had
Cool.
1 hit point left. So if you hit, he's dead, right?
I kind of just see Joe swing around, go for the ankle, and then stab up. And I'm just like, all right, we're just going to get him down. So I'm going to take it from his shoulder all the way down, see that he's still up,
Yeah.
kind of flip it in my hand, and then just go the other way to almost bisect him.
Nice.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. Let's let's do this. I think it's under props. Oh no, it's not. Oh man. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Attachments. Yes. Let's do this. Boom. He is
And
dead.
then I'll just kind of like see Joe on the other side and give her a little wink, and then I'm going to start running.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run my 30 feet to get about here and just hold up my shield and just stare down the hag. And then I'm like, it's it like under their breath, they go like, why is it always fucking hags?
Nice. Okay.
Cat just looks to you and goes, "Is that a bad thing? I don't think I've ever fought one of these."
All right.
They're not
Cat?
fun.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
They're not fun.
So is that's your turn, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So it's now the bad guy's turn. So the first thing you see, and everybody just kind of, the first thing you hear is like thunder in the area. You just hear the whole area, and it all becomes a little darker. Just the whole area, like from all the way to the top, like coming out of almost out of the cave area, like behind that the number 1 guy up there at the top. It's just kind of, this whole area just seems to be darkening a bit, right? And then let's see who is. So the first thing that happens is I'm actually going to do this. Okay. So, Axis.
Doing over there. Doing over there.
Right.
Axis,
What are you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I need you to make a wisdom save.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So that's 22.
A 22. Okay. You make the save. And you feel this where it was basically, you hear all these whispers inside your head that were like saying these things to you, these horrible, horrible things, trying to make you feel horrible and bad about yourself, right? But you managed to shake it off. And that was a lair action that had happened
Oh
here.
no.
Okay.
Not the lair action.
God.
Me.
So, next thing, we will go up here. These guys, the remaining raiders, okay, they come down here. Number 1 comes all the way down to Josie, and so does number 2.
Perfect. Oh, not so
Oh,
perfect.
fuck. Oh, shit.
Tunk, goes around there.
Ah!
Oh no, not the flanking.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
What do you mean DMs can do it back to
What do you mean they can do it to me too?
It's only cool when I do it.
The boss can't heal. That's only I can heal.
What's Josie's armor class?
17.
Okay. Hang on. Let me see what I've got here. Da-da-da-da.
I should have stayed up there, but I was afraid of the squishies.
Okay.
I was afraid.
Oh,
So-
I felt like
He does hit for
engaging with the hag is good. I'll be okay.
Number 1 hits for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Number 1 attacks again. And hits for 3 damage. Number 2
Okay.
attacks and misses. Number 2 attacks with his second attack and hits for 4 points of damage. So they came up because they saw you take out, basically come and attack and do this just, and it almost seems like in their minds, they just had this, like something just kind of clicked and they both just aimed straight for, like they just made a beeline for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're down to the hag at the bottom.
Oh boy.
What the hag does.
Yeah.
The hag initially first teleports.
Oh.
Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, she can go a while. So teleports actually right in the middle here.
Yep.
Of Cat and Axis. And does several things then. First, says basically everyone within actually 5, 10, 50, let's say 25. How far is Josie? Let's see,
Josie is
okay, 30.
30.
So I think it's everyone except Gia, and obviously Wes. I think you have the whole thing here too, but everyone except Gia has to make a wisdom save. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
21.
That's good.
I rolled a 9.
3.
Okay.
19.
19. Yep.
12?
Okay. So
Guys.
What are those 20s, Brian?
anybody below a 20
Yeah, okay.
fails. And now, Brian, you'll have to see if, because you have this protection, this may not apply to you. But you say or be frightened until the end of their next turn. And if you failed, if you failed by more than 5, you're actually restrained. You can't move.
Okay.
Now, Josie, what did you roll?
21.
Okay.
Wait, I have advantage on
Go ahead.
intelligence.
Go ahead and
wisdom,
roll it again.
wisdom saving throws.
That's fine.
1 second.
Oh wait.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
yeah, that's fine. So
Oh, yeah, doesn't Wes have advantage for being for the Laszlo
I
thing?
gotta pull up the
Lazarin?
I gotta pull up the note again for that.
I'm trying to remember that I'm a gnome, and that's part of being a gnome is the advantage on
Mhm.
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
I rolled a 19 on the die, so I got lucky.
Well,
okay.
yep.
I had already used my harmonic insight, but logical resilience, advantage on saves against charm, fear, and some psychic effects.
mm-hmm.
The
So,
sphere,
But you
right?
already,
Yeah.
you already, yeah, and against fear. Yep. So,
Yeah. So roll with advantage.
it's only a 13.
okay.
Damn.
However, now everybody, so if you made it, you made it. If you failed, those were the effects, right? But Josie, what's interesting is you felt it come at you and it didn't even, like, it's not like it's almost like something inside you deflected it. And not like everybody else, right? Like, not like you've been attacked by spells before, okay? And you kind of resist, this like tried to approach you and couldn't. So the hag, when that all happens, kind of looks around and, and then it almost gives Josie a curious look and then just continues on, right? So the next thing that the hag will do is we'll make attacks. All right. First thing is the hag quickly, like almost instantly, snaps and turns towards Axis and makes an attack. Like a
At
claw
advantage 'cause
attack.
I'm restrained.
What now?
It's at advantage because I'm restrained.
Yep. And well, so she hit. And it is for, hang on. All right, I'm dropping dice.
I thought that was you picking up like,
So,
"Ah,
yeah, like a
roll, hold
bunch
on,
of them?
12d6 real quick.
No, just 2. Let's see. So 11 points of slashing damage plus
Ouch.
5 points of psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other claw, she immediately, like, you almost don't even see her, is immediately facing Cat and makes an attack. What's your armor class?
It's 17.
Okay. Hits.
May I use my reaction
Very naughty.
To do what?
to revoke the violent? Where's my thingy? Immediately after somebody within 30 feet deals an attack against a creature other than me,
Mm-hmm.
they have to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Or?
On a failure, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage that it dealt. Or
Okay.
half on a success.
But they still do the damage, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Then let's figure out the damage first, and then you will do that, and we'll do the same thing. So, 11 damage slashing to Cat plus 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then a wisdom save, you said?
Correct.
What's the DC?
14.
Okay, so she makes it.
Okay, so she'll take whatever damage she dealt to Cat halved, and it is radiant typed.
Okay, so total damage, let's see, what do we do? 11 and
was
4 was 15,
4,
so
so
half
15.
rounded up or rounded down on that. Does it say in there?
Have
It
we
does
been?
not say.
I think it's just if we round up or down, whatever.
No, okay, no,
you've
that's
been
fine.
Doing,
so
right?
that's fine. We'll do, you know what, we'll just do 8. I don't care. That's fine. Da-da-da-da. So 8 points of damage to the hag, right?
hmm
Okay, and I don't think she's not a, no, she's fine with, it's just normal damage for radiant. Sorry. So yeah, you see the hag, does all this, and then that backlash hits, and she just, and looks at you again, and is just like, just like, you see her mouth open up in this like almost unnatural scream with these like pointy, long pointy teeth, and she just, like screams at you, like it just her face completely distorts in an unnatural way at her, right?
Mine kind of does the same thing with the Faye smile and then blood in my teeth. I kind of scream back at her.
And then finally, so she gets a before and an after teleport, but the after one is not as far. She can teleport out 10 feet, so she does teleports out 10 feet here. So that was the hag's turn. It's now Cat.
Okay. Okay, she teleported away, which I was gonna say changes what I'm gonna do, but I don't think it is. So Cat sort of whispers something under her breath, and you see this sort of like this like burst of wind that like blows her hair backwards. I'm casting Zephyr Strike with my bonus action.
At her?
And no, that's something that gets cast on like myself.
Okay.
Concentration for a minute. I until the spell ends, my movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and then I can give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll on my turn. The attack does an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
Okay.
And whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna move like I'm gonna do the beginning of my movement here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 30 feet there, and then I'm gonna do the advantage to hit with my bow.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's awful.
Who are you attacking?
That's 16, the hag.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Does not hit,
Nope.
but I'll still get the extra 30 feet of movement.
Yep.
I think so. I'm just gonna get really far away.
Fuck out of here.
And then it's Gia's turn because I use my bonus action. All that she can do is take the dodge action and move. So, this one is dead. This one's
That's dead.
dead.
Yep,
So
correct.
I think she's gonna move. I think she's gonna move to try to flank one of the ones that's attacking Josie.
Flank train.
Yeah.
Flank train.
We love it.
Okay. Is that it? Or
yeah, that should be it.
Okay. Cool. Then we have Kalon.
Okay. I'm restrained.
Mhm.
So that's a thing. So I
And
can't move.
frightened.
Yeah, and I'm terrified. I'm really scared, guys. So seeing this around me, I think Kalon's kind of there, and like I think he was like, I'm imagining like I'm just restrained, but like I'm just frozen for a second. Like I've still got my sword in my hand. I've just killed the thing in front of me, and then like we all saw the hag pop up, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Come, yeah. So like I know it's there, and I'm seeing things go off behind me, but I'm like struggling and like fighting the restraint, but like I'm also just like trying to shake the fear off, but I can't. So there's a lot of like twitching and like, you know, you can see like there's a lot of turbulence going on inside of Kalon, like internally, but he's just not moving. And so instead, Kalon like just calms down, and then like, because I guess like I can't move, but like my hands are touching on the hilt of my sword. So with that, and I'm not sure about this with restraint. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Can I cast a spell while restrained or unfeared or no?
I think you can. Restrained, I think you can. Let me see. Let me find restrained.
I think it only really limits like movement and some combat actions.
Yeah. Oh, conditions.
And obviously advantage
Restrained.
on people attacking me.
Speed becomes 0. You can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. You have disadvantage on attack rolls. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So it doesn't say you can't cast a spell.
So I'm going to cast Lay on Hands on myself and heal myself to full.
Yep.
So like you just see Kalon like stop moving for a second, and then like from his feet, like light just comes and envelops him for a moment, and like he shines quite brightly for a moment, and like the sort of like the injuries that he had taken, like any visible injuries that he had taken from the previous fight from the two guys that were guarding the camp, have sort of just gone. Like and I am going to heal to full.
Okay.
And that's all I can. Can I make a saving? Can I attempt to break out of the?
Well, I
restraint
think
or
it was
no?
just until the end of your next turn. So you're out of it now. As soon as your turn's over, you're out of it. Like that was the
Okay, cool.
that was the condition. So you basically she fears you and in this case restrains you for 1 turn.
Okay, got it. Well,
Yep.
that's the end of my turn then.
All right. So we are at the top of the order, Wes.
So I failed that save, but I'm immune to the frightened, but I'm still restrained, correct?
Yes. If the
Okay.
thing does, then you're still restrained. Yep.
All right, cool. Well, I am going to turn to the hag, point at her, and cast Eldritch Blast, but I'm also going to use my reaction to restore balance. That way I don't have to roll this with disadvantage.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
have disadvantage with being restrained.
That's fine. Let's see. And what happens when you do this, right? You see the hag make a reaction towards you, and you see she looks at you and her eyes just go, you see them go and like flash. And basically it gives you disadvantage. Now, you restored it, so technically you've got something giving you advantage, right?
No, so restore
What-
balance I can use on myself or a creature within 60 feet if they're going to roll with advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah.
I use it to just negate. So I'm not rolling. It's just you just turn an advantage or disadvantage into a straight roll.
Okay, so it wasn't like giving you an advantage which negated the disadvantage. It was simply just removing what was there.
Getting rid of the
Okay, that would be different, right? Okay, so if it was giving you an advantage which negated the disadvantage, then the disadvantage on this wouldn't work. But because that just removed what you had, and then this was a reaction, it's essentially putting a disadvantage back on you. And there's something else that might happen when
Good.
you attack. So go ahead.
Give me that double nat 20. Come on. Okay. One of them was a 20.
Of course.
I rolled a 20.
God.
I rolled a 20 and a 17.
A 17. Okay.
Which would be a 24.
Okay. So that does hit.
Okay. It's just 7 points of force damage.
Okay. And you kind of shrugged it off, right? But you felt like this thing was pushing back almost as if it was trying to do something like to you as you made this, and as the bolt was coming closer to the hag, you felt like this psychic pressure on you. Essentially, had you missed, you would have taken damage. But
wonderful.
It hit, so the psychic pressure went away. All right. Is that it for...
Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah, right. Is that for...
Yeah.
Wes?
100%.
Okay. All right. Next up is Josie.
Okay, I'm going to just take 2 slashes with my short sword at guard number 1. So first is strike.
Okay.
Oh, that's a well. Good news, that's a crit on Daggerheart. Bad news, that's both a 7 on the die. Does a 14 hit?
For number 1, 14 does hit number 1. That is its armor class. So
Okay, but I'll take it.
Yep.
So first attack is going to be really bad rolls. 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I get my transfusion temp HP from the sneak attack. And then second attack with my offhand is going to be 17 to hit.
That hits.
And then that's going to be another 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. All right.
And then
Yep.
That's gonna be my turn.
Wait, can Gia use the reaction to infuse that second strike?
Ooh.
which is just an
Sure.
extra
Yeah.
1d6 of lightning damage.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah, I think it's 6.
Okay. That's an extra 3 lightning damage.
3 lightning. Right on.
Amazing.
Nice.
She
Bless
sort of
you,
like
Loki.
snaps. She snaps at the ankles like as you're hitting to like help you out, and then that lightning damage just like reverberates through.
Okay.
You're getting some scritches after this, little girl. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. All right, cool. Then after Josie, Axis is up.
I had a quick question. For
Sure.
taking healing potions,
Mhm.
are we bonus action or is that action?
I usually allow bonus action for
Okay.
healing potions. Not
Running
usually
on,
for
so
other
sorry,
potions,
it's-
but for healing potions, I do.
Thank God I'm going to take my greater healing potion.
Cool.
Because your boy is hurt. 5, 8. Okay, so I heal up 17. And then with my action, let me double check distancing. Joe S. Cal. All right. As my action, I'm going to cast Bless on Josie, Wes, and Cal. And it's just
Okay.
kind of like Axis opens their arms after they throw out that potion, and little motes of like little fire spirits start shooting out to everybody, and then they circle around them.
Okay,
Oh.
cool.
And then I can't move because I'm still currently restrained.
Bless is an extra D4 to attack rolls and saving throws, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Perfect.
Con on Bless. And that will be my turn.
Okay. All right. So it's now the hag and the lair and the final raider, or no, the final 2 raiders that are up. First thing you see is that sky starts to kind of darken again. And we need everyone to make a wisdom save.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Let's go.
Ugh.
11.
Will this be charm, fear, or other psychic effects that would give me advantage with logical resilience?
Charm. Well. So hang on. It would be, you said charmed, fear,
It's
or
from the Lazarin thing.
yeah.
Charm. It says advantage and saves against charm, fear, and some psychic effects.
You could take advantage on this one. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
30-20 for me.
Okay.
Same.
Uh, 17. for me.
Okay. Did anybody get below a 15?
Yep.
Who got below 15?
No.
Josie?
Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, interestingly enough, Josie, when you feel this, right, you feel this essentially hit your mind, and then you feel yourself resist almost unnaturally. Like you expected to get hurt, but it didn't affect you. You kind of got crushed down, and then for some reason, it's like almost like something inside you went, nope.
What is happening to me?
What's
Wait a
your
minute.
shit, man?
Who are you?
What is my shit?
What is happening right now?
So, that's the lair action. When that happens, you see the hag looks at, like, this time she stares at you. Like, and like gives you this look like, what the hell, right? So the
I think Josie would kind of smirk back as an intimidation factor, even though she has no idea why the fuck
right,
she
right,
was
right.
listening it.
So first thing then that happens is these guys, number one of the raiders, turns around and attacks Gia.
That bitch.
What's Gia's armor class?
At disadvantage because it's because she took the dodge action on her turn. Her armor class is, I think, I wish that D&D Beyond had a better way to show it.
Well, that would have been last turn,
16.
right?
No, because she didn't. Yeah, it hasn't come around to her turn again yet.
She moved. She
Right?
spent her
technically
reaction.
she
but-
reacted, yeah.
Yeah, but
She used
didn't
a
put an action.
reaction, but her action, because I didn't use my bonus action to have her attack. Her action is default the dodge action.
Okay, so you're basically prep.
Yeah.
Okay, nope, that's fine. So she dodges. That's fine. Let me do this then. Okay, so all right, that's fine.
16. Yeah.
The 16, she the raider misses anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, number 2 goes and attacks Josie, and hits.
Okay.
Hang on, the raider I think was. Yeah, that's what I thought. For 3 points of piercing damage. I'm rolling like shit there. I guess that's not bad.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And now the hag is up. So the hag here comes around and basically, you know, the hag is getting more and more pissed off. Let me see if it can do this again. It can. Okay. So, yeah, the hag is gonna, where's Cat? There we go. Let's see, that says 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, we're gonna do this. The hag actually teleports here next to Kalon. And I think everybody, because I think everybody is within 30 feet, has to make a wisdom save again.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, it's 18.
Okay.
19.
It's so bad.
21.
Okay.
16.
8.
Okay. So again, that was if you're below a 20, you are now
No way, I got
if
21 again.
you're frightened. But again, Wes, you know, that's fine. But if you were more than 5 below, you were now restrained.
I actually would have been
So
a
I'm just
19 if it wasn't for
It really
Right.
If it wasn't for
goes right
access
middle
plus.
here.
And again, even though Josie made the saving throw, you felt the same thing. Like you felt like even if you failed it, you almost felt like, what the hell is this? This wouldn't have affected me. And again, the hag is just still kind of looking at you out of the corner of her eye. Now the hag goes and attacks Kalon. What's Kalon's armor class?
16.
Okay, the first one hits. $13 slashing plus 2 psychic. And the second, so it swipes 1 claw across you, and then 1 more attack. Oh. That was an at 20.
I'm going to use my reaction to decelerate this.
Okay. So double or max dice on one of them, it would be 16 plus 11 plus 4. So
Mm.
27 plus 4 is 31.
And then subtract 9 from it.
Plus, right, 1 point of psychic. So 32 points of damage minus 9, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So 23 points of
Okay.
damage.
So basically, what you guys see, Kalon takes the first hit, and like it, like just like hits him so hard, like it hits him, and he's like staggering, and there's like blood like on his face, and then like he gets hit again, and like he just falls back, and he's just on the ground laying there. But then all of a sudden, like there's this, like he's still for a second, he's still for a second, but then he's like. And he gets up and he grabs his sword and he like puts it in the ground and he stands, but he looks bad, like the worst you've ever seen Kalon look. And he holds it and he goes, and he's just holding there, like looking this hag in the eye.
Yeah.
But he looks really bad, and that's what you see.
And you see
Oh my goodness.
she just begins cackling.
I tried. I tried.
All right.
You did good.
That's the hag's turn. She's going to actually do her final 10-foot teleport out. So kind of goes right there. And that's the hag's turn. That's, I think, everybody's turn there. So next is Cat.
Okay. Oh, she got close to me. I don't like it. We're gonna move another 30 feet away
Scared.
and draw the bow for another shot. Oh wait. No, I'm not restrained. I'm just afraid. So it's disadvantage, I believe. So yeah, Cat sort of just like just books it in fear, turns around, tries to like steady herself to take the shot. Oh, that was 2 natural 2s, so 11 to hit, which does not hit. Yeah, she tries to take that breath that you would normally take. You take that breath out as an archer to steady yourself, and it's sort of like and it just like it goes and sort of whizzes by the side of the hag's head.
Yep.
And she's like, fuck, Gia, come on, we need help.
Cool. And then
use
go
the
ahead.
bonus action to command Gia to attack on her turn. She's next.
Yep. So, and just for everybody's awareness too, frightened, so everybody just has it. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight. And you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear, but you can move outside. So.
Yep. Does the fear ends at the end of my turn?
End of your turn, correct? Yes.
Okay. G's gonna attack guard or the guard 1, raider 1 that's next to Josie.
Okay.
That's good. That's a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage. Oh, nice. That's 8 piercing damage.
All right. Okay, and you see this guy's bloodied as well. Just, definitely hurting.
Yeah, I think as his sword arm is maybe down, she just chomps right onto his wrist and
yeah.
shakes it until he pulls it away.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's just like, no, yeah. All right. That it?
Yep.
Cool. Kalon is up.
Real quick, above table, I have a question. Can I retcon my decelerate? Because I forgot that I had already used my reaction to do the restore balance. So I technically wasn't supposed to be able to do that.
You used your reaction. Was that? Oh, and that was at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, because I used it on my turn. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, technically that would be correct. So, I guess ultimately,
since it didn't actually, like, since it didn't technically have any, I mean, it's up
Any
to you.
effect, right? It would have been, because
Yeah,
it would have been 9
didn't change the
points. And
outcome at
unless
all.
9 points would have killed you, 9 additional would have killed you outright,
It-
Dave, I don't think it would have. So I think that would be fine. What's your max hit
Okay.
points, Dave?
32.
Yeah, and you were above that. I mean, she only did
Yeah.
32 max damage,
She would've
so
had- yeah,
it
she
would have
would've
been
had to do, like,
impossible.
I mean,
Right.
the first hit took me to 17. So like the second hit for 32. So like it literally
Yeah,
like
you were fine then. Okay.
I was done.
Yeah, no, that's fine, Brian. I don't mind doing that.
Thanks. Sorry.
No,
I
no.
forgot that the restore balance was a reaction.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Now you get your spell slot back.
yeah,
Right.
that's why I asked.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so then next up is Kalen.
Okay. So Kalon is like sees the hag like teleport and she's still in his line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
So he just like and he like does the same. He's gonna lay on hands for the remainder of his healing pool.
Okay.
To bring him up a little bit. So again, he just touches his chest, looks down, light envelops him again. He comes up. He's still not looking great, but he's looking significantly better than he just was before the light came over him.
Yep.
And he's going to like take a look around at his surroundings, and he's like seeing like Gia grapple with like something over there, like a guy over there, Josie surrounded, and like everyone else scattered. He sees like West to his right, but he realizes like the hag is like, we've got to start like getting this thing down. And like he just takes a look around and he's like looking around fervently, like he's like, what the fuck? And then
If
he looks to his left. Oh,
if you look back and you look like you're gonna engage, like if you look like you're gonna head my way at all, like Josie would start shaking her head, like we got this, like get the hag.
Yeah. Okay. So he looks around and then he like sees Kat and he like notably like spends time looking over in that direction just to make sure that everything's okay.
Yep.
And then he like looks at the hag.
Mm-hmm.
He shakes it off and he just charges towards the hag.
Well, now
So
you can't move. You're still frightened, right?
Oh, I might. No, because I rolled a 20.
Oh,
So I
you
didn't.
you did. You made the save.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
I rolled a nat 20.
Good.
Yeah.
Nope. You're good then.
So I'm gonna run towards the hag, and I'm just gonna swing my
Right on.
my sword at it.
Right on.
That is that's a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let me just roll some dice. So that's 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to use pole strike. So he like brings up the sword and he hits her, and then he does the same thing. He like brings his sword up, and then like he has the sword over his back, and then he comes back and he just like uses his like elbow to like just sock her like in the like face. Like he's just gonna
Right.
maybe actually he doesn't. What he does is he like shoulder barges into her as hard as he can, trying to like stumble her back a bit. But it's a melee attack regardless.
Okay.
So then that's another 4 damage. So 17 damage total.
And that was on. That wasn't a separate attack roll. It was because it was the same because you made the first one. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's because it hit.
So-
Yeah, and then I'm also
Sorry. And then let me catch up here. The how much damage was that one by itself?
4.
4. Okay. Great.
Yeah. And then I'm on the first hit as well, like kind of retroactively a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm going to Divine Strike as well. Let me just pull this up. Where is it in my? There it is. So yeah, I'm gonna Divine Strike. So let me.
And that's an attack
good.
roll, right?
So this is just as long. So if it, I'm pretty sure this is bonus action.
Yeah, but it's an attack. Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling attack. Okay.
Yes.
As you see, the hag takes a couple hits. She looks at you and her eyes glow right before you do the divine strike. So you have disadvantage on it.
Okay. Hold on one sec. I need to figure this out. So this is like Do I have to roll? I thought the divine strike only like automatically hits if you hit with the first attack.
Is that it? Because
Yeah,
if that's the case,
it uses your bonus action.
Oh, so actually no, I lay on
your-
hands. I completely forgot I used lay on hands, which was my bonus action, so I don't do that.
okay, no,
I don't divine strike.
and that's fine then. Then she didn't do that thing.
Yeah,
to you
I
either.
completely.
Again, she
sorry,
has to
my
do
bad.
that before another attack roll, so it's like a reaction to an attack. So then
Got
the
it.
roll has to be made after. So if that wasn't a roll, she wouldn't have done it anyway. But yeah, if you've already used it, you're right. You did earlier to heal yourself.
Yeah, so I hit her. I just bump her, do a little bit more bludgeoning damage, and then I'm stood right in front of her.
Okay. Then we are back to the top of the order, Wes.
Okay. Well, be like, please don't look at me like that. And I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast again with disadvantage.
Yep.
Not even gonna try because I'm just gonna make her eyes all funky. And
Well, yeah. So, but, yeah. Go ahead.
so cocked.
Go ahead.
17.
A 17 does not hit. Barely.
Fuck. Do I have to roll damage still?
She's got an 18 armor class.
Rolled a 19 and a 10.
Yeah. No, you don't, because she didn't do the glowy thing to you this time, right? So you don't have to roll the damage.
Okay. I don't think I have any bonus actions that I can do here, and I am restrained. So
Rick, did you add a D4 to your attack roll?
Oh yeah, you got blessed.
not. Well, I guess. There's a 1. So 18.
There it is. All right.
Oh,
Let's go. Thank you for
Blessing.
reminding me. All right. Huge. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That is 13 points of force damage.
13. Okay. Yeah, and she takes the force.
Huge.
And she
Thank
just kind of, just like kind of howls at you, back at you. So, okay. That it for Wes?
Yeah, take that, Grandma.
Right. Hey, Granny. All right, Josie's up.
all right. I'm gonna take a stab at the one that Gia is currently using as a chew toy.
Yep.
14. I think we said barely hits.
It does hit. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bad rolls.
Is that with advantage too?
That was with advantage. Yeah, I rolled like a 4 and a 7.
Ugh.
But that's good damage. 15 plus 5, 20 points of slashing damage.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
Oh, thank God.
So yeah, Gia's just ragdolling, chew-toying this guard. I go in and I just make a stab with the eye, and then I reach with my offhand and I give Gia a scritch. Like, this is a good trade. This is a good trade. And then I turn and I instantly make an attack towards the other guard with my offhand.
Okay.
And I don't think I get advantage, so just straight roll.
Right.
Oh, that definitely doesn't hit. 10.
No, that doesn't hit.
Ugh, I was a little distracted by the scritches. Plus
I
your
mean,
D4?
rightly so,
What?
right?
Oh, not with the D4. Wait,
Oh, there you
what do I need? I would need
We
a
need
4.
Yeah.
That's a 1. Nope.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Good call though. Good call. Okay, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Cool. All right, then Axis is up.
All right. Well, I'm frightened. I don't have really shit for range. So I'm just gonna try to clear the board a little bit. I'm gonna run up behind guard number 2,
Yep.
and I'm gonna take a swing.
Swang.
18
That'll hit.
for. Let's see. Additional. That's 7 slashing.
7. Okay.
And then bonus attack is the special swing, 15 to hit.
That will hit.
And then another 7.
7. Nice. Look at that. Oop, let me actually type it in the right spot here.
That was
Okay.
action, bonus action, movement. That's all I got.
All right. Okay. So then once again, you see the sky kind of goes dark. And this time it's a little bit different. I need everybody to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Joe, Wes, and Cal, you get an additional D4 to this roll.
Dirty 20.
I got
Okay.
a 17.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
26.
Okay.
I rolled
11.
9 plus 4 with the bless plus saving throw.
Okay. So anybody that got below a 20. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I got 7.
What you see is it's almost like the sky begins to like come down, but then instead of from the sky, you see lightning, but it's like this green lightning. So it's not actually lightning that comes up from the ground and like strikes everybody from the ground. This like almost necrotic nature mix of horrible energy. So anybody below a 20 takes
Oh, fucking hell.
4 points of damage.
Right.
Oh, get our roll a con save.
Oh, wait, Kalen, that puts you
Yeah.
down, right?
No,
No, he healed himself.
I
Yeah.
healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't know how much I healed for, but I still had a decent portion
Gotcha.
of healing points in my pool.
Okay.
But
And I
used them all.
maintain concentration on my bless.
Okay.
Amazing.
And then number
That's
2,
saving my life right now.
the only raider left, attacks Axis this time. What's your
Alright,
armor
rude as fuck.
class?
20.
20. Okay, so the first attack misses. And the second attack misses. So the guy comes and he just, ting, ting, you block both attacks and that's it. Now it's the hag. First thing the hag does is, and she can, as long as, once her attacks are done, she gets that little teleport afterwards, essentially. That's a bonus, but everything else is teleport, before the end of her turn, right? But the first thing she does is makes one swipe at Kalon. And hits. For 10 plus. Plus.
It's fine, Dan. Stop rolling.
Okay, 10 slashing and
Wait.
6 psychic.
That's enough, Jen.
I have I'll decelerate this. I have my reaction this time, so
Okay.
It's enough
I didn't use it on my turn.
Okay, so
This might
Then
make a difference.
it's halved to 8 total damage.
Well, I know I'm just I subtract 2d6 that I roll.
Oh, I thought you said it was halved. Okay.
No. So you can take 8 away from that.
So it's 8. Then it goes from 16 to 8.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm down.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kalon just takes the hit
Trying.
and just
Fuck.
Do
Right.
better,
Oh
splinters.
no.
straight, just flat on his back.
Splinters.
So let's do this then. Let's see what we
Good luck, guys.
got left here.
Bye, guys. I take another nap.
How much did you have?
I had 8.
Oh no!
Oh.
Damn you, D6.
Come on. I know. Where's this at?
Fuck. Don't mark him as dead. Don't mark him as dead.
Okay. No, that's fine. No, I'm not going to mark him as dead. I thought I had these other ones here, but this is what I hate about Owlbear now. That's okay. We know he's down. We'll just leave that way. Okay. So then the hag, that was one attack by the hag. One of her physical attacks. She still has a couple more things. Let's see if she can do this. She can't do that. What she does is, all right.
Fuck it.
So she comes over here and because you've been resisting all her stuff, she actually teleports right next to Josie.
Oh.
fuck.
Yeah, you do not want to be hit by this.
And
claw, I'll
looks
tell you what.
and immediately slashes across Josie.
Oh no.
Oh.
And hits for
Oh shit.
hits for 18 damage, but when she does this, she slashes across you and the damage appears on you and then goes and appears back on her.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm sick of it.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm a
And
bloodied corpse over there.
she takes 18 damage and screams like she doesn't know what's going on. Like, ah! And then she looks up at you and you almost see this, like, she starts, like, her eyes start going back and forth like she's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And she's getting this, like, no, like, this can't be. And that is the end of the hag's turn. She is going to pop out her 10 feet. So she's going to go over to here.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
No, because it's a teleport. She's
Okay.
appears back over there, right? But she's kind of freaked out at that.
I mean, I am too, but I'm not going to show it on my face.
Right.
I'm freaking out.
So
I'm right there. I can see this. I'm freaking
the
out.
next one up is Cat.
Okay. Cat sees like Kaylin go down like sack of potatoes on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Probably screams and starts running.
I haven't told him
just
I love
gonna-
him yet.
Right.
Yeah, I just run.
Oh, Debbie.
You know, I'm fucking like diving onto the ground, hands out. I'm casting Cure Wounds with my last spell slot.
Okay.
For 2d8 plus 3 healing, which is gonna be these two. Could be better, but could be worse. That's 11 points of healing. So you're up for 11 hit points.
Nice.
Is it true
and just-
then?
And just
yes, you're up.
just like hands on your chest, like get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
Yeah, you do it.
and then
I just and like look down and I look at you and then I'm like and I just try and get it.
yeah, not yet. And then I'll do a little whistle at Gia, and Gia's gonna go. I think she'll come over here to hopefully give some people some better flanking opportunities.
Okay.
And then, well, there, and she's gonna bite with her attack.
Okay.
Which is very low. It's like a 13.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that
hit.
won't. Yeah, no, that won't do it. And the hag just kind of looks at you. Okay.
Leave my little baby alone.
All right. So, yep. Go ahead. That it?
That's pretty much it. Yes.
Awesome. All right. Kalon is now up because Kalon's up. And unmute.
Yeah, you're muted.
Sorry. I'm back. Literally. So yeah, I'm like still just hurting, like bad. So I rummage through my bag and I just pull out a potion of healing and I take it and I get 6 points
Okay.
of healing
Yep. Sounds good.
as a bonus action. And what okay, sorry. I was not anticipating being back that soon. I've not thought about my turn. This one's still alive, right?
Number
Number
2.
is that? Number 3? Number 2, sorry.
Two.
Okay, I'm gonna say to Cat before I'm gonna say thanks, but stay away from her. And then I'm going to charge directly at the number 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing with my longsword. Oh shit. Oh no.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 13.
Oh, almost. But
With a
then-
D4,
Oh, did you do that?
Did we all get that?
it's you,
Okay, well,
Josie,
it's-
and Wes.
Oh, it's impossible. Okay, then I hit them because even if it's a 1,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, roll it up.
Okay, cool.
Bless is
Okay.
clutch as fuck right
That's
now. dude.
fucking
Yeah.
absolutely huge. Oh my god, it is.
The
Okay,
little
that's
notes are just
a
circling around your head. You can
yeah.
do it.
Honestly, I roll a 8. Yes, it's 8 points of damage.
8. Okay.
Yes, pretty mid. And then I can also, I think, I will pole strike as well, just because I can.
Okay.
For another 3 points of damage.
3.
So 11 points of damage total. I just come,
Yep.
slash, and then I just like uppercut
Yeah.
Oh.
this guy.
And with that pull strike. What?
Right.
It's just the
Me and Bill just made the same
pacing
face.
of the pacing of his description. I just come.
I just
I
come.
just,
I come.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, it's a crazy
See?
fight. I'm not gonna lie.
I will tell you that is the
It's
half
a crazy fight.
half the time that's the disadvantage of running the stream and DMing and doing it all at once because I miss half the fun stuff like that.
Dude, I missed it. I said it.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's right.
Yeah, so that's what I do.
Okay, and you see
My
this
comment.
guy is now bloodied after that last pull strike. Oh, he's pretty hurt. So
Okay, sick.
okay, back to the top of the order, Wes.
Okay. I want to do more damage. I'm dropping protection from evil and good, and I am casting Witch Bolt at the hag.
Okay, that's a attack roll.
It is.
Okay, she is going to do her little eye thingy on you. She's
Then
So-
I'm going to use my reaction to make it not do the thingy
disadvantage.
to me.
Okay,
Just make it regular.
yeah.
That is a 24.
That will hit.
Okay. Be 2d12.
All right.
Okay. 19 points of lightning damage.
Nice. Lightning. Let me see. Okay.
What's the range on this? 60 feet. Then I'm just gonna it is a little bit.
All right. And with that, the witch bolt hits the hag, and she's bloodied, and she's taken some some pretty good damage so far. So, okay, that's it for Wes.
That is it. Yeah.
All right, and then Josie is up.
All right. How bad does number 2 look?
Number 2 is bloodied, so about looking like they're probably a little under half health.
Okay. I feel like I need to go up to this hag.
Yeah,
So
I think you do too.
I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk up to this hag.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, "You want to be scary? I can be scary too."
Mhm.
And I'm gonna take a stab with my main hand.
Okay. Go ahead.
Does a 25 hit?
That will hit.
Sweet. I don't think I get sneak attack though, but
Gia's there.
technically not flanking though, because
But you
Gonna
still get
just-
advantage when someone's within 5 feet, no?
I get the sneak attack when someone's
You get the
in 5 feet.
sneak
Yeah,
attack.
you're right.
Or
You're
the
right. You're
sneak
right.
attack, yeah.
Yes, you are so right.
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
That's going to be 13 plus 5, 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And that's anything?
That's all I got. Yeah.
Okay. And when you do that, you see it does that, but then you also feel this like almost like, the hag, just the witch just kind of takes the damage, and then you see it hit her even more. Like now it's but for a moment, okay? It's like it starts to hit her more, but for a moment you almost have this feeling in your head like it's everything, and it's different than when Wes does it. Everything slows down for a moment in your mind and stops. And it's almost as if you have a choice. How much health do you have left?
Oh.
30.
Okay. You can damage yourself for half of it and double your previous damage.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Because I still have 4. Because I still have 4 temp. Does that feed into that?
No, just your regular health. This wouldn't take like your temp is your temp. This takes your health, like your actual HP down, right?
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Like,
And it's almost like
needs
this.
to go.
It's almost like, it's not words, but it's almost like this voice in your head is like, do it. You can, do this extra damage to her. And so you're doing that then. All right. So
Yeah.
you take half your health and she takes another 18 damage.
God damn.
And then we pause for a second, like the world comes up and you see the hag looks at you and goes, no, it can't be. I will not die by your hand. And you see the witch, because that's what she is. She's a hag, a witch. She has this realization that hits her, and she reaches into her like garments and eats something. And she goes, I will not die by the hell silver. And she's dead. The hag is dead. So you guys are
Cyanide
still in
pill.
combat, and you have number 2 left, who's sitting there going, kind of in shock right now. Axis is up if Josie is done, but you can, Josie, it's still technically your turn. But the hag is
Yeah,
dead.
no. I think all Josie's gonna do at this point is just look down at this hag and like, what the fuck was that? So yeah, I'm gonna move on. I think I've used up my turn economy
Okay.
anyway.
Okay. So Axis, you're up. And you saw everything that went on.
Uh-huh. Okay, I guess fucking hell, this is weird. I think Axis will just kind of turn towards guard number 2
Mhm.
and then holds up their scimitar right underneath his chin.
Yep.
and I'm just gonna say, kneel or die.
And you see the raider just like pauses for a second and then drops his weapons and kneels down. You're out of combat.
Good choice.
Oh God, I want to kill him.
Nope.
He has answers.
So we'll go back to this. All right.
As soon as he drops, do I have any fucking rope? I got rope. I'm tying
We
this
all have
fucker
rope.
up. Hog tie. Hwah!
All right. What so what do you guys want to do?
I want to cry.
Right.
And
I
as
guess
this
me
is
using-
happening, you see the hag's body just start to disintegrate. Like it's just like melting down into the dirt.
Oh, I'm gonna quickly try and see if I can search for anything, like if they have anything
Yeah.
on them.
Yep. Let me
That's what I was thinking.
do a
I'll do moment to think. So I'll freeze time and then I'll
Okay.
use it to do a search action.
Okay, perfect. You find a few things on the hag. There is a little bit of like money. It's about maybe 100 gold, including the hag and between the hag and the other bodies, you find about 100 gold. You find a few things like just miscellaneous, like things like hag teeth, like a bag of teeth from hag, and you find like some bones and stuff like that. You do find though this charm that has this like it looks almost like a pendant type of thing, except there's no chain on it. And it's just this dirty green, it's like worn paint type of thing that's on there. And it seems you kind of get the sense that it's magical. You just don't know what it will do. You spend some time later kind of focusing on it and trying to glean what that will do. So, and that's it. There's actually two things too. You find 2 vials that's like a potion inside, and you can kind of spend a little bit of time and try to figure that out later.
I'm assuming Wes grabbed all this stuff because
Yeah,
he's
so
the
it's
one
like
who stopped
it's
time.
like you're seeing the hag disintegrate and then time freezes and it comes back and I'm just like,
Right. And the hag's body just goes off into nature, down into the ground, and kind of almost burns the ground as it's going in. Kills all the grass.
I just like turn around to everyone and be like, take what you want.
And if anybody has like an arcana, if anybody has proficiency in arcana, you could
I do.
try to glean the either the potions or and the charm, because they're both magical. So.
Nerd.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, which one are you doing?
Hey guys, which one do you want me to figure out? Like, do you guys want to know what the charm is, or you want to know what these potions are?
Charm.
Charm.
Okay, so the charm is you get this thing. It's actually called, and you can add this. I added this one as a custom item, homebrew item in D&D Beyond. It's the Charm of the Green Road. Once per day, as a reaction, you can gain advantage on a stealth or survival check. But when used, kind of faint whispers in Sylvan echo, like briefly outward. And there's one thing you do realize about it. Hags, it's like a beacon to them when it's used. So if you're within, I think I put in there about, I think it was a certain amount of distance. It's in the item, but we'll find it later. It's if you use it, that's great, but it essentially doesn't work against hags, right? Like it will actually call them to you, like, oh, somebody's got one of these charms. Let's go check them out, right?
Okay.
So
This is like an amulet kind of thing.
yeah, there's no like chain on it, and it's dirty and grimy and greasy and like disgusting. But it's it's like a charm. You could hang it on a chain or keep it in your pocket or whatever. It's easily kind of hidden in a hand too. You could do that.
Yeah, if you guys look in party inventory, I added it to that on D&D Beyond.
Did you find it?
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah, so I'll relay that information and then be like, I don't want it. Who wants it? I already got some cool jewelry. I don't need this.
All right, and so are you going to try to check out the potions too? And they look the same.
17.
Yeah, that's fine. You realize that these potions are actually called Brew of the Last Breath. When you drink them, you gain 10 temporary hit points, and you have advantage on death saving throws for an hour. However,
How many of those do we have?
I was
2.
going to say,
2.
this is a hag thing, so there's
Yeah.
going to be a catch here.
However, after the effect fades, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. So,
And a pinch though, that's fire.
if you're
Yeah.
about to die, you know. So you can write those on. I didn't actually add those. I'm not sure. I have them. I don't think there's anything. Well, we can add them later. You can just put something manual in your inventory. And then, like I said, there's about 100 gold between all of them. So
We'll all take 20.
there you go.
Hey, I finally have gold now, guys.
Okay. We all just, I mean, we could just all split it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Try
I
to
mean,
let
while-
this
while
gold
you're-
not get evaporated.
While you're doing all of that important stuff, I think Gia just comes over to Kat. Kat's a little shell shocked. She just like sits down, and Gia like curls up behind her, and she just like leans back on her, and is just breathing heavily.
Oh.
Josie has never seen that hag in her life, right?
No.
Like,
Not that you
she had
remember,
no idea. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So are you? You've got this raider guy here who just still has
Yeah.
this like pissed off, like he's like he was obviously shocked you killed the hag, but he's like kind of has this look on his face now, like like fuck you, basically. So
Yeah, I was
Um,
Oh, yeah.
I'll walk over to him. I was going to say I
Mhm.
kneel down, but I think that would be not very intimidating.
Yep.
I have advantage in intimidation. So what I was going to do was a little bit of a different approach. Axis and I stood next to the guy, so I'm going to walk like so while you guys have been like, doing stuff, talking about the potions, I've just been like towering over. Obviously, I'm like covered in blood. Like I'm covered in
Mhm.
blood.
We both are.
And I'm like out of breath, but I'm like probably much bigger than this guy, and I'm just like just like looming over him. And I look at I don't really look at Axis, but I just gently put my hand on her arm, and I like just walk in front of him, and then I just I just put my sword away. I lift my foot up and I put it on his chest, and I just push him back like hard, like into the dirt. I knock him back, and I go down over him, one knee on the ground, and I grab him by the scruff, and I just say, "Talk. Are there any more of you?"
okay, do an intimidation check.
Hell yes.
What'd you get?
That's 20.
Let's go.
Okay. He's like, no, that's it. They're all gone. He's like, everybody else is gone. We were the only ones left. And he looks over at the dead hag and goes, I won't go like her. And I won't let you kill me and torture me. And he goes, ah! And he goes like this. He goes, and he bites down.
Oh, fucking Silent
No
Hill.
way.
And you see his mouth begin to froth. And he's dead.
Spare the dying.
I cast an Eldritch Blast at his head.
Well, okay, who's doing what, right? I mean, because you could try to either just blow his head up, or it sounded like somebody was going to try to save him.
I missed.
Okay.
Kaelin's down.
Well, do I have advantage because he's
You
prone
have
and
advantage.
restrained?
He's like on the grab,
But it's a range. But it's
Bad
a
hit.
range attack.
He's restrained.
You're right. I mean, basically it's almost it's like an auto hit at this point. I mean,
It's like the
Yeah,
layer.
It's a 22 to hit.
yeah, so the Eldritch Blast hits him. I mean, but he's basically dead here unless I mean we'll say he's at that 0 hit point,
I hit him
at
for
that
8.
moment, right? Your attack is probably that's it, right? So Yeah, he's dead
I'm
now.
imagining the Eldritch Blast hits, and as the foam is coming out of his mouth,
Yeah.
it hits his head, and just blood and the cyanide foam just goes in my face, and I'm like, and I just look over at Wes, and I'm like,
What the fuck?
Axis will
I just
also do a very sharp look over at Wes. Really?
Like, come on, dude.
I just stand up, and I'm like,
Good work, team.
As the guy's head explodes from an Eldritch Blast, right?
Thought we were
I'm
gonna lose
gonna
our team
also-
leader there for a minute.
Right.
I'm gonna also notice that Cat is lying on the ground, just looking up at the sky, and I'm gonna just walk over and hold my hand out.
It-
As an offer to do you want to stand up?
Yeah, she doesn't say anything, but she just takes your hand and stands up.
Yeah. And I just say, thank you.
You're welcome. Was I gonna just not heal you, not save you? I don't know. That would be weird, right?
Well, you saved my life. So I still thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah. You gonna talk about what the fuck is going on with Josie? Because that's
And then I just turn and look at the Josie over my shoulder.
Belle. Josie's straight up just gonna be like, look, I have no idea what the fuck that was. I've never seen this hag a day in my life. I'm just as confused as you are.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, insight.
Can I
Yeah.
insight check this?
Do it.
Okay, insight.
Not
17.
good.
17.
She's
14.
she's being genuine. She's being there's genuine panic, confusion in her head.
I don't know what that was, but
Crazy.
I mean, is there you don't have any clue, just a single sort of thing from your past that would make sense of that's never happened before when you're fighting someone, it's not, you don't know, that's completely new.
That I have never fucked with magic a day in my life. And she said not she won't die to the hands of a hell silver. I am the only hell silver.
and
So
to
that makes no sense to me.
I want to clarify, just because you would have heard this. She said she won't die to the hands of the Hell Silver.
Oh, then never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
But I mean, that's
not
what
I
she said. As if it's something she knows of.
Even more confused.
Then no, yeah. Then Josie just said, I do not fuck. I'm not magical. I don't besides just my little medical stuff, my little medical expertise. I'm not magical. I genuinely don't know what the fuck is going on.
But what is sorry if we've gone over this before, but I'm a little, my brain's a little, what is the hell silver? What you what is that?
Well,
What does that mean?
Hell Silver's it's my last name. So
Right.
almost so let's I guess I am the Hell Silver. There's no other Hell Silvers out there. But I don't know how she knows of me. I'm a stranger. I am an absolute stranger to this side of the world. I'm genuinely confused how she even knows who I am.
And your parents weren't famous or anything.
Um, I'm I don't even know if my parents are alive. I mean, I ran away from home at a young age. Um, didn't really leave them in a good spot. I don't I don't think there's a good chance they're not alive.
Okay. I mean, we can talk about it later. We don't have to talk about it right now. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything we should know.
No, I appreciate it because I genuinely I'm just as confused as the rest of you. I've never fucked with hags before. So I also would like to figure out what that was. But yeah, I mean, we got the job done. Hopefully Rue appreciates what we just did for her.
Right.
Do we even think there were any hostages?
We
And I kind of look
probably
behind
should.
me.
Yeah, we should probably like look around.
I
I'm
mean,
not
wasn't
gonna.
there a cave?
There is a
Mhm.
cave back there on the back. Yeah, like in the back area. It's kind of dark. You can't really see much from outside. So
Well, Josie, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, and it was certainly helpful. So,
Thank you, Wes.
uh, yeah, no, I have no idea what the hell that was.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would if I don't know, I don't think you would know. Like yeah, I genuinely I'm just as confused as the rest of you.
Yeah. So should we rest a little bit before we go back? Or
I
are
would
you
like a
guys
moment.
feeling yeah.
I think I'll scout ahead and I'll make sure that I'll make sure that there aren't any hostages
I'll
that
go
are
with
waiting
you.
for us. But then after that, yeah, like I think we could use a rest after that, but I'll sneak ahead and I'll be stealthy about it and
so you
I'll make sure no one's waiting for us.
looking into the cave, or are you like what's
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
kind of like
okay?
I'm gonna try and sneak into the cave and
Yeah.
see if I can see anything, like and see if there are any like just make sure that there's no one back there.
Yeah, and when you sneak in, you really see it's kind of one big cave area, and it's dirty and I mean, it's disgusting. It smells like rotting flesh in there. There's a few
Yeah.
like areas where probably the raiders were sleeping. You actually see some bones, and like they look like people bones, right? Like so, of various races of people that are probably missing. You don't really see anything of value, and it's dark and dingy in there, and it's just disgusting. But you don't see anything or anyone other than just that.
Okay, then I will go back then and report my findings and yeah, let's go rest up.
Like a couple of hours here, just catch our breath, go back, or do you want to try to camp out?
We're not that far from.
Yeah, like 30-minute
town,
walk
right?
back to Zolgrad,
We
back to
we could just
Mughugs.
go back.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll limp back.
Well, should we like short
I'll-
rest?
I was gonna say, you guys
Take
want to
an
take a
hour.
short rest, or are you gonna
yeah,
yeah? Okay, yeah, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
think
if everyone,
so.
yeah, if
Sure.
everyone else wants to.
All right.
Might as well.
So you guys take a short rest. You can do that on your sheets, and then I assume you're just heading back to town after that. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you take a short rest. You get on the road, and like you said, it was an hour, half hour. However long, it wasn't too far down the road. You get back to the town, and you kind of enter, and it's funny because on the way back, the sky almost seems slightly brighter and everything. It's almost like there was this like pressure over everything that you didn't. It was like almost a more subtle version of what you experienced in the camp when that darkness kind of enveloped and pushed down on everybody. And you see, it's almost as if now that it's gone, you notice that there was a little bit of that in the area, but nobody seemed to realize that. So it is gone, but that's like, it's a bright, sunny day. I mean, it feels really good outside. As you approach the town, again, the air feels good inside. It's like lighter. It's not like there's nothing celebratory inside, but everybody seems a little peppier. It's almost as if they just have this knowledge, like, oh, you even hear somebody, do you think it's safe to travel again? Like, there's like a little bit of that going on. And even the guards are kind of looking at you and going, you were successful, weren't you? Like that type of a thing as you're passing by. Like, it's almost like people just kind of know, even though they don't really know. So, so yeah, you're back in the town. What are you doing?
I guess we should report back to Rue.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you head to Rue's place or house, or she might be at home. She might be at the kind of in the chieftain's hut where they do everything. Kind of all the administrative stuff. You can check both places. You can ask somebody, whatever you want to do.
I feel like if we're going into town, we could probably check wherever her headquarters is in town first, and if she's not there, we can head to her house.
Okay. Yeah, and you kind of ask the guard. They point you to the direction. Oh yeah, it's over, just off the town square and everything. So you head over there, and you see the chieftain hut, and you go up. There's guards outside of it and everything, and they're like they recognize you. They're like, what? Can we help you?
We were here yesterday. We were here to see Rue, and we're back to see Rue.
Yep.
Can we pass?
And they're like, hold on a second. And one of them goes inside and, comes back out a minute later. Yep, come on in. She says she'll see you. So you come in and she's like, oh, welcome back. It seems that there's a buzz in the town that perhaps you took care of our problem.
It was a hag, and she's dead.
A hag? That's interesting. All right. Well, thank you so much. As I've said before, the town is in your debt, and we definitely will. She goes, and she said we, and she goes, I will look out for you. I know you're facing some difficulties right now, and anything I can do to help. Of course, my first protection, I am running the town, but outside of that, I will do what I can to help you. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it, Rue.
All right. You're welcome to stay. Obviously you have rooms at the inn with Mughug. I'm sure you'll be on your way soon. Of course, we don't want to bring any danger to the town. I know there's things that are following you, with the bounty on your heads and everything, but of course, stay for a little while. It's the least we can do.
I think we should probably head back to Bloodstones maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Straight back to the inn.
Okay. So,
And until this thing's sorted out, we weren't here like at all, because bounty and all that.
Yep. Yeah, and she's like, of course. She goes, that goes without saying. She goes, all the guards will be instructed. That's not a problem. So,
Thanks.
Rue, is there anything that you have that might help us along our way? Look, we're traveling pretty much off the grid right now. We can't spend too much time in these towns along the way. Is there any chance that you have anything to help us? Rations, maybe some money, some equipment, anything?
Basic equipment, anything you need. Of course, the town can provide that. That's not a problem. We don't have much else as far as, anything special or out of the ordinary, but, anything that helps we can provide. We have, there is, the path, and Kalon, I don't know if you ever took it or if anyone else did. I don't think any of the rest of you have been here before, but the path between here and Bloodstone's End is about a day and a half travel. It's about, 12, 15 hours straight through. But there's not much on it. It's pretty much straight through the forest. There's a few offshoots. There is a small building that's kind of not many people know about it, off to the left, about halfway. It's a good place to stay. We try to keep some supplies there. But other than that, it's unoccupied for the most part. And she kind of gives you a rough map of kind of where it is, right? Good place to stay for the night type of thing. And outside that, yes, I mean, whatever, if you have something else in mind, let me know. I'll see what I can do.
That's helpful. We appreciate it.
Of course. All right. Who's
Cool.
What are you guys doing?
Tavern?
Drinks?
Beer?
Yeah.
Some brewskis.
Right. And you guys did all take a short rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you head back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
See why not?
Great. Yeah, and you enter and mug hug. Hey, welcome in. Blah, what can I get you? Thanks for everything you've done. Everybody seems to be much happier now.
Give me a glass of that smoky stuff you gave me.
Oh
Yesterday.
yeah, and he goes, and everything's on the house. This is, you guys did such a great thing for the town. So, he puts that stuff out and pours last time gave you kind of a small glass. This time pours you a full, like it pulls out an ale mug and just fills it up and goes, here you go, and kind of winks at you, like, all right, and puts it back.
You're a doll.
Well, there's not many people that like that and can handle it. So,
I'm a little tough with my spicy food.
I'm gonna go and shower.
right on.
I'm gonna go and
Blood off
pee,
ya?
I guess.
That's
I'm a
a
little
good
messed
call.
up. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I just like begrudgingly, I say hi to Mug Hug, and I'm just like, and I just walk through the back and up the stairs to my room.
Okay. All right. He's up. Yep. Have a good one.
I think I'd like to try some of that too. Can I have some?
Yeah, and he actually just takes the bottle and puts it out on the table. He's like, oh, here, and puts a mug out for you. Go for it.
Go.
Yeah. And this stuff's like it's just smoking as it's, sitting in there. Yeah. All right. And he's like, I've got some
okay.
eats. I've got a fresh pot of stew in the back if you want that. I got some bread here.
What kind of stew is that?
It's a good boar meat stew. Real tasty.
Oh, I'll take
Is it
one.
spicy?
Not for me. All
I'll
right.
just have some bread.
Okay. He puts a bunch of bread out and, he puts this like buttery stuff out that you can put on it and, which is a little different than like, say, our butter. It's kind of got this darkness to it and everything and looks good. Then he puts a couple more bowls of the stew out. Anybody wants, here you go. So.
Rev can't do spicy, but Josie is resistant to fire damage. So
There
I
you
imagine
go.
she loves it.
There you go. And Josie, you taste it. You kind of taste the stew and it like Mug Hug said, if you like spicy stuff, he's just like, that's not spicy to me. For most other
nothing,
people,
yeah.
it probably would.
Oh
be,
yeah,
so.
no, Axis ain't even that bad.
I feel like Axis can smell it and it's just like, like leading away like a cat with like smelling lemon. It's just like,
It's steam. So you do see it's hot stew. So there's steam coming off of it, but not smoke like the drink that he gave you.
I think she's also doesn't care about temperature hot. So.
Right.
just like,
Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. All right.
I'm
What
going for it, but I'm rolling a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, 18. 18.
Well, there you go.
Let's
I'm
go.
just too hungry.
You feel it gurgling a little bit, but it's good.
2 bites.
Down here. Oh, that's really good. That's really fucking good.
Isn't it?
Oh.
And Mug Hug kind of looks at you and goes, "Need some extra bread, cat?" And puts out another basket of bread for you. He's like, all right, well, let me know what else I can get you. You guys are, your family here, So.
Hey, so Mug Hug.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah.
So, You knew Cal for a couple years?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Oh,
Does he ever smile? Like, we've never seen him smile.
he just laughs. He's like, well, sometimes it takes a bit to warm up, but he's good, and he's a good person at heart. You can get him to smile.
I don't know. He seems kind of like an asshole most days.
Well, aren't we all?
That's true.
He's like, he kind of, hey, pats you on the back. He's like, that's good. You know, what, you need something? Anything I can get you? It was the stew, okay? It looked like maybe you didn't want. I could get you something else if you want.
No, I'm good. Just
right,
need
all
some
right.
carbs, you know. I got a carb. It's my carb loading night.
No, I get it. Here you go. Puts out more bread. He just keeps bringing bread to the table, you know. And when he tries the butter, it's like this. There's a little bit of almost like a spicy sweetness to it. It just kind of goes real well with the bread, you know.
Did anyone ever show up looking for him, like after he left?
He's like, yeah, he was asking me about that too. Yeah, there was somebody who was asking about him, but I don't, you know, it was like maybe 6 months after he left, but that was, you know, there really wasn't much else to it. The guy's like, all right, and he took off. Didn't really get much for it. Kind of dressed a little odd, like he had desert type of clothes or something on, but you know.
Desert.
Yeah, I kind of eyeball Axis's desert arid fit.
Garbs.
No, like the outfit you have on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looked at, you know, and he was looking at it. He kind of looks at Axis and goes, a little like what you got, but more like, I don't know, look more formal and maybe more like survival-ish or something. If I remember right. It's hard to, that was like a year and a half ago. I had a lot of people in here. But it did stand out.
Well, what was it like for Rue when he left?
Huh.
Was she
She
sort of
was,
torn up?
Rue keeps her emotions close to the chest. She doesn't really slap, but I think she was upset. Jeremy was real sad for a little bit. Poor little bastard.
Yeah, poor kid. He's nice. He's really nice.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely a little bastard, though. Les, his dad. I don't know if you ever met him, but whew, that guy, good guy. I go way back with him, too. But, yeah, he's got... You should have heard him when he first met Jeremy. He's like, hey, you little son of a bitch. He's like, oh, fuck. And then the kid's like, oh, fuck. You know, and like, oh. Fuck.
Yeah, he sure is a character. That's for certain.
Good. I'll tell you what, though. Great guy to have at your back.
Right.
Well, what else can I get you guys?
You've
I think
done
you're
plenty
helping us
for
a
us.
lot, Mug.
Oh, of course, yeah. No problem. Stay as long as you want, you know, anything you want. So he kind of goes back behind the bar a little bit, and he's, you know, but he's in earshot. You can, anything you need, he'll be right there. So
I'll kind of like lean down. So did anybody else know that Cal may have come from the desert? Anybody else?
Did we when we were here before and Kaylin was like asking the bartender that stuff, did we overhear that? Or did he ask
I don't-
privately when we were
I think
like,
he asked privately.
he asked privately, right? Okay.
So this is like new information for us.
okay.
I don't know how much I guess Kaylin, how much would you have mentioned in the time that we were together before the campaign started? Would you have kept it all?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You don't know where I'm from. And nothing.
So yeah,
I
he
wish I
didn't
had
tell you
more to
guys anything.
tell.
No, it's weird. He doesn't really open up like that. Like
Mullen,
ever.
he's trying to get to know the guy.
Yeah. Well, we gonna leave early tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, it'll be a long travel.
I'm gonna get some rest then.
Yeah,
Thanks as always, guys.
I need
Killed
a
it,
bath as I
literally.
wipe off some guts.
And he's
Good
like,
night.
he as you guys leave, he's like,
Yeah.
make sure you come down. I've got a great breakfast planned for you before you leave. Come on down. Seriously, it's some of the best. Don't leave before you have it. You're gonna love it. And Axis, I'll make sure I got some mild stuff for you. It seems you don't like spicy. Whatever you want.
Hey,
If you got a request, I can
okay.
do that.
I know. Yeah, just don't shout that.
Okay, well, but you're not eating the spicy. I pick up on these things, so.
I'm not that hungry.
Okay, well,
Bread's
that's
good.
Fine. That's fine. Well, whatever. And he's kind of whispering, even though everybody else can hear. Whatever I can bring you, you let me know.
Thank you.
But he's
sugar.
like insistent. Like he's like, I'm not gonna let you leave. But you gotta have the breakfast. He's like really proud of it,
Okay.
So
I'm hungry.
yeah.
Now you're hungry?
All right. So
I'm hungry.
you guys all kind of retiring for the night for the long rest, or
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Axis will actually stay down in the tavern until an appropriate amount of time has passed to assume everybody's asleep, and then I'm leaving.
okay. So anybody doing anything before that, or is everybody just going up?
I'll just say like Wes doesn't eat or drink anything when you guys are down there. You just kind of notice he's just constantly casting mending on different parts to like repair the wood.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay. All right. So Wes does that, and anybody else, or is that it?
Yeah, Cat's upstairs with Gia, gonna cuddle in, sort of just use the little washcloth bath, clean herself off, and as she's cleaning herself off, she looks at her knees, and her knees are fully bruised from diving onto the ground to cast the cure wounds, and she just looks at the bruises and like smiles a little bit. And then gets tucked in ready for bed, and Gia and her like real cuddled up.
So
Real snuggled up.
note for the episode 5 recap. Kat was thinking about Kalon and then looked down at the bruises on her knees and smiled.
Yes.
All right. I want to mental note that for the recap later. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I don't think the height's lining up.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Well, no, he's on his back, and she had to.
Right.
Okay, it's for the cure wounds,
Yeah, that's
Reckless.
right.
Remember.
Come on.
Cure wounds. the cure
Yeah.
wounds.
Yeah, that's curing a wound.
Yeah.
All right. So if everybody else is up, that's fine. Then Axis, what are you doing? And Belle, do you want to go down to a different voice channel?
Yeah.
Okay, then we will be back in a few minutes. And most likely after this, when you guys everybody takes their long rest, we'll do a break. But that's as soon as we're done. So, all right, I'll meet you down in voice 2.
What? All right. What?
All right. So let me do one thing here. So what are you doing?
Axis is waiting until it is pretty late in order to assume that everybody else is asleep, staying in the tavern for the entire time.
Right.
And then he will change his appearance into just looking like a pretty young half-orc and sneak out in order to make his way unassuming through the town to Rue's house.
Okay. And that's fine. Nobody kind of looks at you. It's pretty easy, to do that in the town. Nobody's suspecting anything, and there's really not much danger there. So, what are you doing once you get there?
After getting to the house and doing kind of like I forget what it's called, but it's like a security prevention thing where you go to different spots before you end up at your final location.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
once he gets there, he'll drop the face of the half orc into their normal face, and we'll knock on the door for Rue's door.
Okay. And it's a few minutes, but you see lights on inside, and you see the door opens, and it is Rue. And she's like, Axis. She's like, kind of looks at you, a little shocked at first, like that the door, but then almost with a recognition goes, come in, please. And looks at you and goes,
slide in through the door.
and looks at you and just kind of pauses and goes, please have a seat. She goes, I was wondering how long it would take you to come here.
Yeah, I take it I wasn't that subtle.
Well, let's just say that Stryker and I are close with everything that's going on. He was the head of the Mistoran Rangers before he was the Duke, as you obviously know. And we keep in touch subtly. There's a lot going on, even after everything that happened with the previous Duke and everything. There's things happening. So when you all showed up, I sent him a message saying that you were here, that you were safe for now. He is obviously worried, especially he was out of commission for a while. I don't know if you are aware that he was attacked by Draxus the Necromancer, and he was down he was in a coma, in a catatonic state for a long time. He finally came out of
Axis
it.
grips the table
Yeah.
really hard, where their knuckles turn wider than their normal skin. But he's okay. He's okay.
He is, and with him being, after the Rangers, you met Les and Ogie, after they killed the Duke, and before that they had actually killed Draxus too, because they had a lot of run-ins with him. So that ended, and yes, he's doing well. And he replied, and he's given me a message to give to you. And I will.
What did he say?
I'll give you a copy of this. I'll send it to you in Discord. But
thank God.
She hands you the message, and it says, you're reading it like in Stryker's voice in your mind. It's like, Axis.
Yeah.
It is time. Bring the Syndicate back to Bloodstone's End. There are truths unfolding that you are not fully aware of, and we must consolidate resources. And it further goes on and goes, you will not be hindered upon your arrival to the city. Simply present yourselves in the city, and sometime after your arrival, you will be met. Please trust that I have not abandoned reason. And then that's it. It's signed Stryker Thornton. ST. So, Rue kind of looks at you and looks at you and just sees that you have a bit of a concern, and looks at you, studies you for a second, and goes, I believe Stryker has your best interest in mind. Yours and theirs. And she kind of folds her arms and looks thoughtful and just goes, he's not reckless. If he moves, it is with intent. And then studies you for a moment and then just says, whatever he plans, it will unfold whether you prepare for it or not. And then she just kind of pauses.
With him saying present yourself, does it seem like, just for my understanding, that he
Yeah.
wants us to announce ourselves?
It's a
when we get to the city, or just like
you kind of get the idea of bring them to the city.
Okay.
And you will be found. Obviously, there's the public face of the city. You remember what Novris had said, right? That, okay, there's that you're wanted in the city, but he's like, yeah, the new Duke Striker. Yeah, he's not having that, basically, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously there's the price on your head. So the way you read this with your relationship with Stryker is that this is kind of a, hey, your task is over. Bring them back because there's something bigger here and we have to all face it together. That's the kind of the way you read this, right? But obviously he knows that that's sensitive too. So bring them back to the city. You will be met. In other words, somebody's going to come in and try to scoop all of you up.
Yep.
So let me copy this and give it to you. Make sure I put it. I'll actually put it in the Access channel.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And then, yeah, I mean, unless, I don't know if there's anything else you want to say to Rue or anything like that.
Nope. I got what I came here for.
Okay. And Rue's like, obviously, we're here to help. And just
We're Rangers. It's what we do.
right. And wishes you good evening.
Put my hood up. Again, assuming a half orc, a different one this time.
Yep.
And then doing the security route. Again, going to 3 different places before I end up back at the end
Okay.
to see if I'm being followed.
Yeah. And you get back there good. So cool. You want to head back up?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Are they back? Are they
Okay,
back?
we are back. And as I said, you guys are all taking a long rest. So with that, we will take a break. And then we'll be back in a few. All right, back in a bit,
All right.
everybody.
Open the door.
And we are back. And Dave, nice staging of the, hey, how you doing? That was good. Okay, so before we went to break, you all took a long rest. Make sure you've marked that on your sheets.
Yep.
And then,
Yep.
So what are you doing? Obviously, Mughug was almost insisting that you come down for breakfast. Oh, you're gonna try the breakfast, right? I mean, you doing that, or are you trying to sneak out, or what are you doing?
Gotta have some mug hug breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah. I would
okay.
imagine that like I went to bed fairly like I just went straight up, like got cleaned up, like tended myself and then just went to sleep. So I think I am there. I would have been up early.
Okay.
Yeah. At some point before we hit the road, Josie's just gonna do a quick stop at the healing house just to replenish her surgeon kit.
Okay. Good. Okay, so yeah, you guys would do that, but you go down to breakfast and, Mughug brings out, it's really good breakfast. You can tell because the place is actually kind of crowded. Like there's, a lot of the tables are filled and there's people in and out and everything. And it's like, he brings you, he's like, oh, all right. He actually reserved a table for you, like right there. And, and he's bringing out, oh, you're here. Good. He brings out and any amazing freaking breakfast dish you can think of, and even, Access, he's like bringing you out stuff that's like, oh, I made this special for you. It's like the same, it looks the same, but maybe it smells a little better for you. So, he's bringing out, oh yeah, I hope you have to tell me, bringing out fresh coffee and juice and anything else you want, let me know. You got, anything you can think of, eggs and potatoes and meat and all this stuff, right? So
We got the fucking continental breakfast here.
oh god, yeah. And it's and it really you guys taste it and you're just like, holy crap, this is really good. He's good. He's a good cook. He obviously runs a good establishment. So
I'm just sat there I'm just eating.
Yeah.
Like, eating.
Well, and
think it's
Kalon,
kind of-
you
Kind of
you
weird
like
to look at.
when you start biting into it, you're like, oh yeah, like the thought hits you because you've been here a couple of years ago. You remember it. You're like, oh God, yeah, I remember this. This is amazing, right?
It's also prepared by like another orc, so like it's probably like flavor palettes that I'm like, oh God, yes,
Right,
this is it.
Yeah. And
I'm
as
chowing
you
down.
you guys are sitting there and you're doing all this and everything, and you're talking, you're doing it, and you see a bunch of people come in, and actually somebody comes kind of up to your table and is like, huh. He's like, hey, sorry to bother you, but were you the ones that just helped out with the hag, the orcs and everything down, or not the orcs, the raiders outside the town yesterday? Were you guys the ones that did that? Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, that was us.
Just a random, kind of a bigger guy's like, oh yeah. And he's like, and he looks at, he takes a sip of a drink and he goes, so tell me, he goes, have you ever been to Bloodstone's End?
I look around at the table, just eye everyone real quick, and just go back to eating whatever I'm eating.
Why do you want to know?
And he just like, he kind of looks, he's like, oh, no reason. And you see him kind of look off to the side and he nods. And
Do we all see that?
you can make a perception check.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rolled
my
a
God.
14.
21.
21 too.
Anybody
17.
anybody over 15, you do see the nod. And
Fuck.
at the same time, you see two other people come walking up. Roll for initiative.
Two?
Oh,
fuck.
fuck off.
Ah,
Fuck's sake.
Should have just immediately hit him with the Eldritch Blast.
I know.
Never been to
Oh,
Bloodstone's End. Bang, bang.
Ever been to Bloodstone's End? Nope. Bang.
Boom. You're done, right?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me get these in here.
8.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Okay, who's next?
Eldritch.
Kalon 6.
I rolled
Go ahead.
Yeah.
rolled a
8.
Who rolled an 8? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Me.
Okay, Cat, it was an 8. Yeah. All right. Who's next?
Axis rolled a 10.
Axis is a 10. Okay. Brian.
19.
Okay, Wes is a 19. Nice. And Rev, what did Josie get?
11.
Okay.
Oh, we were
Let me-
really invested in this breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What the hell? Mokog wanted us to come down for this too. Sus.
Wait, he insisted we stay. Get him!
Oh.
hang on, what? I didn't type that right.
No way.
Low key
He
though.
wouldn't.
Think about it. Anyway, back below
That's
the
a
table.
lot of money.
Okay, so
There's no way he'd betray. There's no way. I can't believe it.
so these guys they look at you and they're just like, yeah, this is gonna be an easy bounty. And
Yeah, right.
it is their turn first. So this guy who was right near you, he seems to be the leader. And there's two other guys, right? And he just looks and he's like, now you can come peacefully or we can make an issue with this.
Kalon's ears perk up.
And I don't know if there's any verbal response. I mean, it's still his turn, but he's kind of...
Josie probably still has food in her mouth, just like,
Yeah, Wes doesn't eat, so Wes
Yeah.
is ready to roll, ready to kill some people.
Okay, so... And what you see is essentially everybody else just kind of clears out. Like everybody's moving around.
All right.
And you see Mug Hug comes up. Now, again, it's this bounty hunter's turn, but Mug Hug's coming up and going, "Hey, stop. No, not in here. Not right." And you see this bounty hunter. He looks at you and then he looks over at Mug Hug and just goes, "Get out of here." and basically takes and shoots a close short bow at him.
Kill him.
And it hits him, and you just see the arrow goes right in Mughug's shoulder, and you just see blood, and he's like, and he goes down. Like he's down on the floor.
Can I reaction decelerate this?
It was kind of a surprise. I mean, it hit him. So it's he's down on those. He's just screaming in pain. You see blood everywhere. I mean, he's a regular dude, right? So it's like, this is
That's
not
a lot.
cool. Yeah.
He's not wearing armor or anything.
Right. So Mughug is basically down on the ground. You hear him, he's moaning, and he's kind of slowing down, like, and he's down on the ground. Now, that was the initial turn for that guy. He then basically turns. Now, you're all in close quarters here. I'm not even going to pull up a map at this point, right? But he basically turns and takes a shot across the table because he's close, but it's like a few feet, like 10 feet away, basically, at Wes. You're on the other side of the table, and he takes a shot at you.
Okay.
And what's your armor class?
16.
A 16. Okay, so he does hit. Now, obviously, you can do a reaction on this one or whatever if you wanted to.
Wait.
Okay.
I don't want to yet.
And he does 4 points of damage with that.
Yeah.
Now the other two come up, and again, if we need to, we can drop this on map, but this shouldn't be too much here. The other two kind of come up from the side, and each of them takes, like, they pull out their what do you call it? They've got melee attacks with like a club, right? And they basically come up, and one of them attacks Kalon, and one of them hits Axis. All right, so attacks, right? So one of them misses Kalon, and the other one misses Axis. So
What does he attack us with?
like a club. He pulls out like this
clubs.
like small club, right? So those two have it. The other guy has like he had a short bow out. He did this. And now you see him kind of at the end of his turn, he's putting that away and pulling out a sword, basically getting ready for next time. But that's the bad guy's turn. So now up is Wes.
Okay. I'm going to E-Blast at the guy who shot Mughug.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
That is only a 12 to hit.
The 12 will not hit.
Fuck.
Goes into the ceiling.
Fuck. I don't really have any bonus actions I can do right now.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't have like a healing push or anything I can give the Mughug, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just like clear out of the table and like position myself better for whatever combat we're in.
Okay. All right. Then
I don't have a way to help Mughug.
right.
You're good.
And
Multiple
then
people do. You're good.
after Wes, Josie is up.
All right. Josie's hopping over the table towards Mughug. Bonus action, gonna use. Is he unconscious? Or
Yeah,
is he
he's
just bleeding out?
like since then you see him moaning, but he's basically unconscious, and the moaning is getting softer.
Okay,
As a
then
plug
you're
for
going
it.
to see Josie get out almost what looks like these two like magic stones. And as a bonus action, she's gonna just rub them together. Like you see like silver electricity start to spark.
Yep.
And she's gonna go, "You're not done yet." Like a defibrillator.
Right.
And use the bonus action to
Lobotomy.
stabilize him. So he's no longer bleeding out. Still unconscious, but he's stable. And then I'm going to, as my action, I'm just going to, like a feral cat, just like spring at the guy who shot him, and attack him with my short sword.
Okay, go for it.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay. Then I'm guessing none of my allies are within 5 feet of him in this moment.
No, they
So I don't
are. I mean,
get-
you guys are all. This is like you're at a table, basically, right?
Okay, well then he's okay. Then sneak attack.
Yeah.
I get sneak attack damage, so he's going to take 11, 13 plus 5, 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Oop, let me put that in. 18, you
As she
said?
just, yeah, like literally, like just ferociously, like
Okay.
comes in and just goes for like the, almost like stabs in like the collarbone area.
Yeah, and you see
right
him,
like that soft spot in his.
and this is the leader of it, and he's like, he's bloodied. I mean, you were like, you hit him really good.
And I'm like, and I'm definitely, and I'm intentionally making sure I'm between him and Mug Hug. And that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Next up is Axis.
All right, I'm gonna take a swipe at the guy that tried to hit me with a club. That's right next to me.
Okay.
Oh, that's cocked. Okay, yeah, like 16 plus 5.
You hit. Yep.
Okay, what is it? D4s. So that first one's gonna be just 7,
7 points. Okay.
and then bonus actions wiping up with another attack. 17 on the die.
Yep. The 17 will hit. Yep.
So only a 4 on this other one slashing. So kind of like standing up from the table, he'll first like underhand it so the hook is facing this way, go for the gut, pull up as he's standing up, and then swipe it around and then slice it down on that second hit.
Nice. Cool. And you see that guy's kind of taken aback a little bit with that. So is that it for Axis?
Yeah.
Okay. Cat is up next.
Yeah, we're not going down easy. I'm coming up behind the one that Josie's attacking.
Yep.
And flank him, and just you don't often see Cat like close combat, but she does have a little scimitar and a short sword that
Right.
she pulls out, and I'm gonna attack and then bonus action to do the 2-weapon fighting thing.
Okay.
So first one is a natural 20.
That
Let's
hits,
go!
obviously.
So that's, hold on. So that would be
Y'all fucked with an
13.
NPC with you like
13 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one is a 12 to hit.
Okay, that doesn't hit.
Doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
nope,
Okay. So
nope.
just the one hit.
Yeah, but still, he's you hit him kind of from behind, and he's hurting pretty good. So
Yeah, big slash across the back, and I go to try to stab with the short sword,
yeah,
and it just glances off maybe like part of his armor or something.
right. Cool. That it for Cat.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Then Kalon's up.
Sorry, I just spilled an entire glass of champagne all over my desk, but I'm fine. I was like, I don't know if you hear, I was like,
I saw it happening and I was like, oh shit.
That's
I
not
was
cool.
like, oh fuck, I have to lock in on anything but the combat, which is not ideal. So after seeing that, like I was so ingrained in just like the breakfast that like I see like him do like the shot into Mug Hug, and like I'm like what, and I rolled like last initiative wise, so I think the reason that happens is that like I'm kind of like trying to compute what the fuck is happening, because this has always been such a like safe place for me, just this tavern, and like Mug Hug's always just been such a solid person. So I just see that, and I think there's somebody like on my, I'm imagining, I don't know, it's hard to
Yeah,
tell, but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's
No, I
somebody,
get it,
like,
I get
up
it.
on my left.
Yep.
So like what Kalon does is like, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but like if somebody like at a bar or a table has just gotten angry, and like their anger almost like pushes them into like this like mode where even if the table's there, they just like get up and like the table just like like it just gets
Right.
pushed out of the way.
Yeah.
And like Kalon's big, so like he just gets up and does that, and like he just like smashes the guy to his left, just pushes him out of the way.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for that?
So
Like,
that is, are
like-
you, so the guy that, because remember, there was one that attacked Axis, the main guy that attacked Mug Hug that Josie and Kat are attacking, and then there's the one that attacked you, right? So,
Yeah, so the guy next to me, the guy that attacked me.
yeah, you're pushing them out of the way.
I'm just grabbing him and just shoving him like forcefully. Like,
Okay.
So I don't know. What do you want me to do?
You could do a strength or basically, it's basically a grapple, right? That type of a thing, which would be kind of a shove type
Yeah.
of thing. So really, it's just a strength, or I suppose you could do an unarmed strike. I mean, if you're,
I mean,
are
it's-
you
I'm
trying
not-
to damage him
shove
or
is an
no?
action, right?
Yeah, I'll just do
Yeah,
a
shove is, yeah, you could do that.
So I rolled 17 on that.
Yeah, and let me do this. He would try to. Oh, you got it. Yeah, you shoved him out of the way.
Okay, so I get up, the table kind of like flips half a little bit, and I like push it out of the way. I push him, and I like get to Mug Hug as fast, and I put my hand over the thing, like I grab around like the arrow,
Yeah.
and I put my hand over it, and I like snap the arrow, and then I lay on hands Mug Hug,
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
and I'm aiming to just completely heal him of that wound.
Okay. Okay. So.
So
yeah.
I don't know how many. So I don't know how many. So the way it works is I have a healing pool of 20 HP that I can draw from. So
Okay.
how many points do you want me to deduct?
He would have probably maybe. He's an orc. I'm thinking commoner. Yeah. Let's just say 10, because that'd probably be
Okay.
what he would have. He's a big guy. But he's also,
Sure.
he doesn't have anything. He's a regular guy. So.
So I'm laying on hands.
So if you're fully healing him, that's what it would be, like 10.
So yeah, I fully heal him.
Yep.
And I look at him.
Yep.
And I like stand him up, and I put my hand, and I'm like, "Thank you for all your help. Get out of here." And I push him away, and
Yeah.
then I just draw my sword and turn back around
Okay.
and assess the battlefield.
Yep.
And can I use my extra attack still?
Sure. Yeah,
Or
that's
does it
fine.
have- yeah.
Yep.
So then I'm going to go back to the one I shoved. Is he
Yeah.
still standing?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. He's just kind of stumbled and everything. Like I said, you're all essentially right in this like tight little
Yeah, very
pocket,
close.
right? So yeah, you can hit him. You can get take a
Yeah,
step
so then-
forward and hit him.
Yeah, like I turn back around,
Mhm.
draw my sword, and just walk at him and just poof, like just slash.
Roll it up.
And that is going to be it's 22.
That will hit.
Okay, perfect.
Cal came after our new favorite NPC. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hit for 10 points
Okay.
of slashing.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Um,
it's-
and then I also use my pole strike. So I slash him.
Yep.
And then I like actually just grab him like around the neck like this, and I pull him and just smash his head into the wall.
Nice. You see, there's after the table thing, and there's there's shit, glasses and tables and everything breaking as you're doing all this stuff. So go ahead and
Yeah.
you.
That's just
roll
an
up damage.
additional 2 points of damage.
Oh, just 2. Okay.
Cat's into it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Cat's like, oh.
Ooh.
Mm, Note that for later.
Dave, not to be a dick, but isn't your pull strike a bonus action too?
Oh,
Let me
is
see.
it? Yeah, because doesn't lay on hands is a bonus action.
It's immediately after I take the attack action with my sword.
But it's not a bonus action.
It is a bonus
yeah.
action.
Okay, so that's fine. It's just
never
two-
mind.
you
Never
just-
mind,
yeah,
dude.
You know.
It's just 10 damage. I don't choke him out.
But you still can
Yeah.
choke him out. You just don't
Yeah,
do
but for
damage
flavor,
yet.
for flavor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For flavor. Yeah, I like that. Cool.
Let's reduce it to 8 damage on the sword and 2 of the choke.
Right. Okay, so we're back at the top of the order, and the fact that you guys did all this to that, like, kind of caught them off guard. They're like, "What the hell?" Right? So they're flailing a little bit.
Good good.
In fact, you can kind of tell they're tough, but they're not disciplined and they're not that experienced. So, the main one that you guys have been, that hit Mug Hug that Josie's been focused on, that is now, he has been bloodied and everything, kind of swings awkwardly right back at Josie, and misses, and tries to do it again and misses again. Like, you see this guy's kind of like, it's disadvantage, right? He just whiffs twice. The other two. Yep, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I will say I still kind of have like my sword in like that spot on his neck, so I'm kind of literally just like dragging him as he tries to hit me.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Now the other two with their clubs, you see they do attack. The one still attacks Kalon, right, and tries to attack. Not quite as bad. That one actually hits Kalon. And wait, what was this one again? Okay. For 8 points of damage. You see, like, the club catches you and like hits you kind of, up, in the shoulder and in the head a little bit, and just 8 points of damage kind of knocks you silly a little bit. So, and then
I just want to like, just for flavor, like I like take it, but I like look back and it just like angers Kalon more, like after what he's seen with his friend, and he's like,
right. And the guy kind of looks at you like, oh, and then he swings one more time and misses. And so then
that time I'm just like,
and so then this one, the other one now, the one that's remaining still goes back to attack Axis and totally whiffs on the first one and on the second one. So they're done, and it is now Wes's turn.
All right. I will.
Pops out from under the table.
Right.
Yeah. Are they all still up, or?
They are all still up, although the main one, the kind of captain or whatever, is really in bad shape. The other two are getting close too. So
Cool. I would like to attempt to kill the main guy.
okay.
they're getting close.
That is a natural 1.
That's not going to do it.
Oh no!
My Eldritch Blast hits the table in front of me.
Okay, right. Okay. Is that it for
Wes is so
Wes? Or are you
startled.
doing anything else?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to use
Yeah.
any spells that would be a bonus action. So,
All right, Josie.
Yeah, I'm laying 2 more short sword stabs into the guy in front of me, with Cat flanking me, so advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 21 hit?
It does hit.
Sweet. Not great rolls. 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. As you do that, you see he takes it and the sword drops out of his hand, and he just, how do you want to do it?
I go in, I have that sword in the soft spot of his neck, and I just take it out and I just reapply it, like right to where, like an artery or something.
You
And
see-
then yeah, right, yeah, like disgusting.
right.
And then I'm gonna take it out, and then I'm going to head towards the nearest remaining guy and swipe at him with my offhand.
Okay. So we'll do it for this. The one that's attacking Axis, or the one that's attacking Kalon?
I'll go for the one that's attacking Axis.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I'll flank for advantage.
Yep.
3 and a 4. 11?
That does not hit.
Okay, then I whiff.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
That's gonna be my turn.
Okay, cool. Then Axis is up.
With advantage
Alright.
because I'm flanking you.
Yep. I will go ahead and take a swipe.
Yep.
Oh wait, at advantage. Let me grab another dice. Ooh, not that good. $13.
Oh, the 13 does not hit.
Okay.
Close.
Bonus
He's
action.
there at
I will
14.
take.
The main guy was.
I'll take the
15.
other swipe.
Okay,
Oh, that's much better. Dirty 20.
that'll hit.
Okay, so that's only a D4 plus. Ooh, but it's max. So 7 slashing on that one.
7, nice. And you see
And
this
how's he
guy's
looking?
hurting now too. He's bloodied and definitely even beyond that.
I'll kind of like I'll miss on that first one because like probably he pulls back, and then I'll just kind of hook him on the shoulder and pull him in closer to me with that
Right.
attack that lands.
Yeah.
And I'm just like holding his shirt and then pinning him with his shoulder. Talk, and maybe you'll die painlessly.
Yeah, and he just kind of reacts with this look on his face. He's like, he doesn't really do anything. Doesn't say anything. So, is that it for Axis?
Yep.
All right, Cat, you're up.
Okay. I'm turning around. I'm coming up to the one that's attacking Kalen. And I'm gonna hop off of a chair, jump on his back, and try to stab him with the with one of my weapons.
Nice.
And hopefully that's that's a natural one. No, that one misses.
At advantage?
Oh, at advantage, you're right. That is a lot better. That's 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, much better.
It's getting attacked
that's
by
gonna-
Chucky.
I know. That's seven slashing damage. So I just sort of hop on his back and just pull the scimitar up against his throat, and it's sort of like cutting in and doing a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
I'm like, we've been here for like a day. God damn it.
All right. So is that it for Cat?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Then Kalon is up.
Okay, so you're now. Are you still on his back?
Yeah, I'm just on his back holding him.
Okay, so that happens, and Kalon's like angry, but sees you do that, and he's like, it kind of distracts him for a minute. He's like, oh, like he's like, oh fuck, and so he just like takes the sword and just like tries to like run it through his gut, like my sword, like as she's doing that.
Okay.
And that's going
Give you
to
something
be.
to stand on.
I think it's 17. It's a 17 without the modifier. So
That
I
yeah,
think that's
you
right?
hit. Yep.
Cool. And that's going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
Okay, cool. So that happens. He's like, oh my God. And so like, yeah, he like whips his sword around and he like tries to like push him back like into the wall almost. So like my sword goes through him and then into the wall. And then as it like hits.
Okay. I was gonna say, Cat is on his
Oh, no,
back.
Yeah, but how tall? I thought you were like up near the top of his back.
Oh,
Or
I
you,
mean,
like,
yeah, I'm
dangle-
probably
Up to-
back around his neck. I think
Okay.
I think my legs are probably wrapped around the top of his chest, and I'm just
Okay. So
with
you
this-
kind of
Sound
hit him
like
in the
in the-
gut.
that's what I was
right?
thinking.
Yeah, okay.
Proportionately,
it.
like I'm lower abdomen, so I just
Yeah.
figured that like I would have known the proportions. So like I do that, and then like I literally just like pull the sword out, and like blood just starts pouring out onto the floor, just
Right.
billowing from his guts.
yeah. I think he falls forward, and I just land on top of him, and my sword goes like that and slits the rest of his throat, and he's just like
You see the head just
bloodied on the
Just like-
ground.
I'm just like looking
The
down
head
at my
starts
feet,
rolling.
and there's a body and like cat, and I'm like,
I just look up.
I'm like, all right.
That's great. That's great.
Teamwork.
Okay, so
and
yeah,
then
go ahead.
I guess for bonus action wise, because that was just.
I mean, you could spin around and hit the other one if you have a bonus action attack at all.
I guess I mean I could also just use extra attack.
Yeah.
So like I could just have who is still being attacked? It was Axis, right? You still have the one
Yeah,
next to you.
yeah. There's one that's
Yeah.
still
You've
there.
grabbed. But you're questioning him, right? You said like speak or die. So do you want him
Yeah.
to die?
Well, that's up to you.
And that's the last one alive, right?
It is.
Yeah. But also,
Okay, so-
Kamon is seeing red, so I don't even think he's really hearing words.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
these guys just attacked his good friend who's been really good to you.
I'm not
guys.
gonna kill him, but what I'm gonna do, I think, is like noting that like I'm gonna put my like sword away and noting that like you are like engaging with him and not attacking, and he's probably stood like wrestling, maybe. I don't know how he looks. I'm gonna come up and behind his knee, I'm gonna take a dagger and just slit the back of his knee. So he like crumbles.
Nice.
And
Go ahead, make the attack.
yeah. That is a
Fuck
Let's
you,
look at-
tendons.
that's a 16.
That'll hit.
Yeah. So I just do that.
You rolling damage
And-
or? I mean,
It's like I'm not trying to kill him.
okay, roll the.
like, I
It would be
mean-
non-lethal, but roll the damage.
Yeah. It's 7.
Okay, so you have a choice then. He can be at 1 hit point and still conscious, or he can be at 0 and unconscious because he had 7 left. So what would your intent be?
1 hit point.
Okay,
I
great.
don't want to waste time. We don't know how many other people might be behind these people, and I want answers quicker. So
Okay.
yeah, I slit the back of his knee.
Yeah.
And like kick him down and let Axis, and then I just turn around and like clean my dagger.
Okay. And yeah, the blood, the other two are dead. The blood's pouring out of this. He's just, he's hurting. It is his turn. And you just see this look of hatred on his face. And he's just like, ugh. And he kind of pushes away a little bit and takes a disengage and kind of he's like backing up towards the door. And now he doesn't have as much movement, but he is basically backs up and is basically away from you guys at the door right now of the tavern. That's where, and that's all he does. It is now Wes's turn.
Yeah, I'm killing him. 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Gotta get involved.
That is 14 points of force damage.
Yeah, you hit. He had 1 hit point. So how do you want to do it?
I'm gonna just close one of my eyes, like point 2 fingers, and just send this bolt through the back of his head.
Yep. Cool. And you just see, just burns out the back and then just falls down.
Every time we're trying to question someone,
Wes just like
explodes
ends.
their head, just
Wes
like
no.
like a watermelon.
I think Josie. I think Josie
I'm
was like.
fulfilling my moral code.
I think Josie was pulling out like a big pair of scissors, and then sees that he's already dead, and is like, "Well, that's not fun," and then puts him back.
Okay. So you're out of combat, and you see, obviously, just immediately after this is kind of what you see, right? The place is a mess. There's glass shattered everywhere. All the customers are gone out of there. And this was so quick. I mean, it was only like 2 rounds. I mean, you're talking like literally seconds here, And so a little bit that you hear footsteps and everything. Guards are coming in from outside after, and there wasn't much time to even warn anybody. And they're kind of coming through the door and they're looking around, and you actually see Rue come in behind them. And they're like, and Mughug is still, I mean, you healed him all the way, but he's still exhausted, hurt, that type of thing. He's almost completely out of it. And he's like, Rue is just like, just looks around and is like, what happened here?
I'm gonna look at Rue, and I'm just gonna say, this is exactly why I didn't stick around the first time. And then I put my blades away, and I just start like picking the table up and like cleaning a little bit.
Right. And you see Mughug. He's like, thank you. Thank you all for saving and healing me. And he's like exhausted and appreciative and everything. He almost wants to help you. He's like, I got more food if you guys want breakfast and everything.
Sit down.
He's like, whoa, okay. And so that's what he's doing. And Rue and the guards are coming in, and she's like, help, she's kind of directing them, please help clean up and do everything. So that's what the guards are just doing that. And pulling the bodies out and everything like that. So Mughug's in good shape, and Rue just kind of looks and goes, yes, Kaylon, I understand, and I obviously can't have my people bleed for someone else's war. So if
We understand. We're leaving.
He's like, and she's like, I'm grateful for what you've done, and we will provide you with the supplies, and I will do what I can here. I meant that. We are going to help you, but to protect Zolgrad, yes, I agree. I'm sorry, but you must leave.
I just look at everyone, and I don't even say anything. I just kind of go. I carry on helping pick up a little bit.
Right. And
I'm going out where they took out the bodies and looting them.
yeah, you don't even find money. You find kind of the generic like flyer from Bloodstone's End. That's like not the one from the government city. It's the one from the Crimson Reaper. That's the bounty, the price on your heads. Right. So that's really what it is. And that's what, even Novris had said, yeah, those are all over the city and everything. They're, not hanging up on walls. They're more being passed around in secret type of thing. So, and even, you kind of help to clean up, but even the guards and Rue's like, we'll take care of it. Please, thank you. So kind of like, you have your supplies at the gate and everything. And they even give you horses. I mean, they give you, travel to get to Bloodstone's End timely and all the supplies you'd want to do that. So
I'm gonna steal a couple healing potions before we leave.
Yeah. Cool. So what's your plan? Obviously, Mughug's fine. Rue said, hey, we're going to help, but you got to leave. Are you guys taking off? Down, you heading to Bloodstone? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Before I go, I do just go up to Mughug and I take him by the forearm and I just say thank you for everything. I appreciate it, and I'm sorry for what happened.
It's no problem. He kind of holds you back. He's like, thank you. You're a true hero and a true friend. And he's like, and when this all blows over, come back, please. It's great to see you.
And I don't actually say anything because I can't promise I will be able to come back or if I will. So I just kind of walk away and let the clasp of our forearms kind of just fade and slip out of each other's hands. And I just turn around and leave.
Okay. And and Mughug turns to everybody else and it goes for you too, please, everyone. You're always welcome here in my tavern.
We'll see you around, Mughug.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you for everything, Mughug.
Okay. So are you departing? Are you doing anything else before you go?
Nope, I was just grabbed some supplies. I grabbed an extra spear.
Yeah, I would have. I think at this
and
point,
potions.
Yeah, and I mean, you can keep a couple of, that type of thing, like a couple healing potions on you. I mean, we don't, obviously don't want to get ridiculous, but sure, they would have a couple of those for you. So,
I think now Josie would have stopped by real quick to replenish the surgeon kit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Okay, so you head out on the road. And it's the road north.
On the road again.
Yep, yeah, right. It's on the road north, and really just outside of Zolgrad, you see kind of the forest, the trees kind of pick up, and it's a well-worn. It's a road. I mean, it's not just a path. It's the road between Zolgrad and Bloodstone's End, and it is it is through the forest pretty much the entire way. A few hours into your journey, right? Maybe about halfway. Like if you're going, like I said, it's about a 12, 14 hour, say, on horseback, solid journey, right? And you left early and you got up early. You technically could make it there by nightfall, right? But that would be a long day. So say halfway, maybe if you were going to rest, this would be about there. You start to come up and you actually start to smell something like, it almost smells a little like burnt wood as you're kind of just trotting forward on the horses. And, almost like a little, almost less than like a campfire and a little more like a fire, like, like wood and other, some other smells like from something burning or that was burning. And as you get closer, though, it was a little bit of that twinge of wood. But as you're traveling for a few minutes, and it gets stronger, but it's more like burnt wood, but it's like wet and decaying type of smell. Like almost it's like an old burnt wood smell from maybe within the past few weeks or something. Maybe could have been months ago. It's like within a certain amount of time. So, and you reach the spot that Rue had kind of indicated there was a path off to the building that, they had that was kind of off the trail, right? And you don't really see that, but you do see the trail itself there, like that where she said it would be. There's not really a signpost, but she kind of told you around where it would be. And the smell of the burnt wood is kind of it's the strongest it has been, like there. It's kind of come in that whole area. So are you going to continue on, or are you going to go down that trail? What are you going to do?
I, for one, smelling that smell, a burning smell of what seemed, well, I think I could probably detect that there's a few things that smell like that. And Kalon's going to just say, get off the road right now. And
yeah,
I'm going to opt and kind of try and usher us towards that side road.
Okay. So you go down that, you're kind of going down that side road. You start off on that path, right? And
if everyone wants to come.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So
after you team leader.
Right. If you're going down that road, the smell isn't going away. It's actually almost getting a little stronger. And you see right there, you kind of see this area up through the trees. Like once you get off the road, you went, maybe 10, 15 yards. And now it's like kind of, there's a clearing up in the trees that you see up ahead. Maybe another 50 yards up ahead. You want to go up there?
Is there actively like smoke that we can see?
No smoke.
Like something's currently on fire, or no?
You don't see smoke. You don't, not from where you're at anyway, right? And you just the smell is just kind of this decaying, wet, burning smell, which seems odd almost, but it's like aged burning type of thing.
I think we very cautiously check it out.
Okay. Now, as you get there, what you see on the ground, right? You see what looks like a burnt out foundation of like a main building and maybe a little side building, like a shed or a little, maybe a real small like barn type of thing. And they're burned to the ground, like a foundation. There's kind of rubble there. And it is, you don't see any smoke or anything. In fact, if anybody wants to make a survival check, and everybody, especially if you're proficient in it, you definitely do that because you'd be.
Oh, I'm not.
No. And Kayla,
21.
Yeah. So anybody who, makes better than a 15, we'll just say, right?
I didn't.
Realizes that this has been burned out for a while. The smell is just kind of lingering in this air, right in the air, and it's kind of wafting up and around, but it's been here for a while, maybe months, and and maybe longer. Now, Kalon, I need you to make a perception check.
19.
Okay. I'm gonna type you something
Secrets.
and give me a minute or two to do this, and then Kaylon, you can decide
Whispers.
what you want to do with this information.
This whisper is brought to you by D&D Beyond.
And I'm doing it in the character, the private character chat.
Oh yes, I know what that is. Oh, I do know what that is. Sorry, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. My bad. I think you're talking about D&D Beyond, where there's a private character chat.
Yeah, or no, not
that.
D&D Beyond. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Discord.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled myself a little performance check to see if my character would react to trying to hide something, and I rolled in that one. So I'm gonna say that you guys notice that cat. The smell is bothering her. It's like really bothering her, and she was trying to just like hide it, but she's like getting a little, upset.
You all right, Cat?
Fine. I just
Okay.
So,
that smells really bad. It's I'm just gonna go for a walk. And she walks away.
And as she walks away, Kalon grabs her wrist and immediately tells everybody get down. And he is not asking you to get down. It is the most serious you've ever seen Kalon in your life. And he grabs your shoulder, Cat, and he pushes you down, and he gets down as well in the bushes. And Kalon says, we need to leave. This place was attacked. This place was attacked by a power that we cannot handle. It could be around us right now. Everybody needs to be on guard. Everybody needs to be prepared. And then
As soon as
I
he
just
says
grab
that, I'll do Divine Sense.
okay.
And I grab the hilt of my sword and I start looking around. Can I roll a perception check to see if I can see anyone or detect anything around us, any
Sure.
presence of anything?
Yeah. And in fact,
Oh.
You're on alert, so do it with advantage.
Okay, cool. Thank God. Okay, well, that's great because that is a 22.
Okay. You don't notice anything else. And everything here, right, seems like it's been this way for months. This is what it is. It just seems like it's been this way for months. And that's it. You don't notice anybody else. You don't notice any other unnatural movements or anything like that.
Okay. So after sort of perceiving the area and kind of being okay, I don't think there's any presence here. And then maybe taking a couple of moments to still myself. I say, okay, let's investigate. Let's move forward. We need to ensure that there's no one still alive here. And if they are, we might want to talk to them. But be careful, stay close, be vigilant. And then I grab my sword, I pull it out of the sheath very quietly, and I start making my way very carefully through the bushes.
Okay.
Forward.
Are you going towards the rubble? Is that what you're doing? With the burned out?
I'm going close to, I'm trying to discern some things about the site.
Okay. Yeah, and what
And
you
with
see,
my-
go ahead.
Sorry, with my Divine Sense during that time period, I would be, if they're not behind total cover, I would be able to sense anything by the Hallowed spell
Mhm.
or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Right. And you sense nothing. And Kalon, as you go forward and you kind of are looking, carefully and stuff at the rubble, it really is just that there's debris, but it's mostly burned out wood. It's really as if this place was burned down. Okay. There's really not much here. You see normal, like, burned out furniture and stuff that you'd see in any type of house or inn or, that type of a thing. There's a few crates that are basically, the remnants of them. There's nothing in them there, but they're burned up. It kind of matches the burned out hulks of crap you see are basically matches kind of what Rue had said. Like, it was a bit of maybe a safe house. Maybe there was somebody that did live here, that this was a safe house for some of the orcs as they passed through, or a place to stay. Maybe, an inn or something like that. She said, yeah, we've got a nice little place there, but that, matches that, but that's it. It's burned up.
Okay. So, like, I see that and I look around and I just sheath my sword again. And I immediately go over to, some of the rubble.
Mm-hmm.
And I start examining, and just looking at some of the arrows that I see that are impaled in a lot of the building.
Yep.
Especially in like parts of the roof that have come down. They're like arrows sticking out, and I'm like looking at them. I might take one out and I might look at it and I might like touch the end and like pinch the end and like smell my finger and like lick it a little bit and like just drop it. But you guys all just see me discerning something. The arrows, I'm looking at those specifically.
And the arrow kind of sparkles a little bit, almost as if, there's some soot on it, but underneath you just kind of see the shaft is like, almost looks like a crystalline type of thing, or, something, but it's, looks unique.
Is it broken or damaged?
No, the arrow wouldn't be broken or damaged. It would be fully intact. It would definitely it would be like, as Den said, like it would be like covered in like soot. This place was charred. This place was like intentionally burnt. Like the point was this wasn't like somewhere that someone burnt down to cover like a crime scene. This place was burnt to begin with. The point in the attack was to burn. So they're like covered in like soot. There's ash everywhere. Like,
right.
That's just really quietly, like still crouched there. She pulled her bow out and she's holding it.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell everyone.
And she's just.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell everybody, like, okay, I think we're safe. Just be careful. And then I will carry on going about my business.
Yeah.
I'll also approach and then kind of like kick over the soot. Does this have anything to do with that person that was trying to find you?
Kalon's going to like look up and be like, what person?
We talked to Mughug. Said somebody in Desert Garb was looking for you a month after you left that town.
Yeah. Yeah, it might have something to do with it.
What in the hells are you running from?
Before I tell you this, I need you to know that I trust you all. And I need you to know that I'm only telling you this for your own safety more than mine. Have you ever heard of the Zenith? Okay. Well, it's not.
You can, if you want, you can do a check, right? Basically.
Can I make a history check?
Yeah.
A history check?
Yeah.
Everybody roll history.
17.
15.
11. 6.
Okay. You the two, the 15 and the 17, you kind of recall that it's it's a religious order of some sort, but you don't really have a lot of information about it. You recognize that name, but that's really about what you have or what you recall.
Okay.
Running from religion, I see.
I was raised in the Zenith. I don't know. I showed promise. I did bad things. Really bad things. But I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing. So I left, and they followed me, and I fought them. I tried. But these people, they're powerful. They're too powerful. And they burnt this building down, and they came looking for me back there. And I don't think they're going to stop looking for me. So look, if any of you want to leave, that's fine. That's fine. I've been alone before. I'll be alone again. It's okay. But I need you to just understand that they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop coming.
Axis will kind of walk up to Cal and just very slowly put a hand on his shoulder and just do. Thematically, it's using a charge of lay on hands, but it's just that sense of a warm fire in a hearth kind of spreads from that point into his chest. Be at ease, friend. Breathe.
You're not the only one who's done things they're not proud of. I mean, we can compare notes if you like, but you're not alone in that.
As Axis like touches Kalon, and like his head is down, so like you can't really. I'm like looking at the arrow still, and I'm like crouched, but like as you like what you said about like the warmth of a fire and it puts him at ease. I don't think that is something that Kalon has felt for a very long time. And like as you see, like as his like head is bowed, he feels that warmth come over him, and it like forcefully lets his guard down. And as his guard comes down, you guys just see tears like fall from his nose. They like start dripping, and they land on like the ash. And he just doesn't move. The tears just keep dropping.
And as you feel that, everybody actually sees this small glow around Kalon just for a moment. Almost like a flash of sunlight. And then poof, it goes away.
I mean, we're all running
Axel
from
kind
our
of just like crouches down and like kind of rubs his shoulder so he cries.
I mean, we're all running from something, aren't we? That's why we joined a crime syndicate.
Yeah, we know that you are now, and that's what's important. to me.
And he'll like turn and like look up at Cat and like wipe his tears before he does, but then he like turns and he looks up at Cat. And everyone else, he's like heard everything and he's like caring about everything everyone says and he's taking it on. But when Cat speaks, he looks.
What's up?
And you can see that before Cat, there's a couple lines from tears that she's wiped, but you can see the puffiness in her eyes just from earlier when she was about to walk away. But she's swallowed it and she's quiet and listening since she noticed what's going on with Kaylin. Den, I have a question for you.
Sure.
About the smell and the fire and the burning and everything.
Yep.
Does it? Because you said it's very like unnatural. There's this like.
Well, it's just
like different smell to it.
It's kind of old, right? It's like stale, burnt wood, and that's why like the idea is that it's burned and it was burned a while ago, and the stuff is still there emitting odor. But it's been, it would have rained and there would be decaying wood. So it's kind of that gross, decaying, burnt, smell. It's like somebody smoked 1,000 cigarettes out in the rain or something like that. It's like that would be, it'd be something like that.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I wanted a little clarification if it was like a special kind of fire. Is it like a special kind of fire or is it like it's just old?
Yeah, and even if that were the case, it's been so long now it's just burnt, decaying grossness, so yeah, so that's where you're at with that. So all right, so what are you all doing? You gonna continue on to Bloodstone's End?
There's no other like bodies, evidence, anything else here. Just
you don't really see much. It's just what is there. There's no bodies. There's no. It just burned out. So either if there was something there, it was taken away, or it was never there to begin with. So
I'm gonna stand up. And I'm going to look at Belle and like put my hand. I'm going to look at Axis and I'm going to put my hand like around her and just say, thank you. And then I'm going to look at the arrow in my hand and I'm just going to like crush it in my hand. And it like crushes like glass almost. Like it like shatters. Doesn't like just like break like a wooden arrow. It kind of just like crumbles. And I let it go into the dust. And I turn around to the party and I'm just like, okay.
Cool. All right.
I'm kind of going to give it over to whatever we want to do.
Right.
We should move on. Can't exactly stay here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get out of here, please.
Okay. All right. So you make your way back to the road. You continue on to Bloodstone's End. And so you're traveling for hours. You're trying to make it there in the same day. Again, it's about 12 total hours or so travel, I assume, because you're already maybe halfway, a little over halfway at that burned out shack. So
yeah. Say we try to make it the whole way. I don't really have anywhere else to stop, I don't think, right?
Right. Yeah, unless you're just going to camp,
put us in forced march, but
yeah. Well, no, I mean, I think you'll be good. So as you're approaching then, if that's the case, as you're approaching kind of the edge of the forest, right? And you see the city, you've been seeing it through the trees for a while and everything. Is there anything you see? There's the southern gate of Bloodstone's End. Is there anything you're doing to approach it? Anything special, or are
Axis
you
is
just
changing their appearance.
okay to be just kind of unrecognizable?
Yeah, just like a
Anything special?
normal
I'll use my
humanoid.
disguise self to become the child Wes.
Okay.
Josie is looking at Axis's scar as soon as they change into something else.
Yep.
Scar's there. It's not there for like the first 10 minutes and then it slowly bleeds into it.
Okay.
She's paying full attention to that.
Anybody else doing anything to try to hide themselves, or are you just kind of pulling your cloaks up over? Okay.
Hood up.
Um,
Hood up. I can't do much.
I think I will just cast what I have left of my lay on hands. Actually, I don't. Actually, it's not all I have left. I'm just going to heal to full
Oh, okay.
because I took damage in that fight.
During the bounty hunter fight.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I took 8 points of damage, so I use 8 points of that, and you just get to full health.
Cool.
And as we're kind of walking to the city, I'll kind of remind everybody. Rue did say that the new Duke doesn't think we did it. So maybe we can test a guard.
I think we might also assume that we can't trust anyone right now. So, interesting.
Absolutely.
Okay. So are you trying to approach the gate? What are you doing?
I mean, we could observe the gate, maybe.
Okay.
Like, see what we see.
Yeah, and I mean, it's still, even though it's, it's not quite dark out. I mean, but it's getting later, but there's still a lot of traffic going in and out of the gate. The gates are open. I mean, it's kind of, they haven't closed them for the evening. They usually stay open late because it's a big city. There's guards everywhere and stuff, but the gates are open. There's just people going in and out. The checkpoint doesn't even seem, sometimes they kind of have a checkpoint there where they're stopping everybody. Other times it's just kind of open. I mean, obviously there's still guards around, but right now it seems open. They don't seem to be stopping anybody going in and out.
Pull my hood up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, hood up.
Gia is not. Gia's like in her little pocket dimension or whatever. She draws attention, so she's not with me right now.
Okay.
I'm also going to suggest, like, I think Kaelon, after we observe, I'm just going to be like, maybe it's best if we go in one at a time. If we all go in together, most people are looking for a group of people matching our description. If one group of people turn up looking just like that, it's probably not going to be great.
Do you have a plan on where to head once you get in? Are you going to meet
I was about to say we
somewhere,
can meet
or-
up at our inn.
I mean, yeah, we've been to Bloodstone. We know it. We know that place.
Where's the Bloodstone map? Did we get
Pull up the map. I forgot a map.
I thought
think we
they,
got one.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely out there. We can do that. So where you're at is the southern gate, right? Goes into the city, and it kind of goes in near where the kind of labor district is. So like the Bloody Owl Tavern and the Demon's Hole. Remember, Demon's Hole is kind of aligned with Don Orcleone, and then the Bloody Owl is aligned with the Thieves Guild. That's in that section of the city, and that when you enter from the southern gate, that's kind of off to your right, and that leads over to the dock area. And then off to the left side is, you're kind of getting into the Cathedral District, which would be where you would have gone into the main cathedral. It's a larger district, but that would be the area that you'd go in, right? So you could go to one of the taverns. You could go to like one of those two. You could go out on the docks. You could, I mean, there's taverns out on the docks and things like that too. So you could go wherever you want, really.
The Thieves Guild are the ones who set us up, though, for the shit with the Duke, yeah. Or
No.
It was that was a different.
That was,
offer.
Well, no.
yeah. You weren't.
It was a different guy.
Right. The
Right.
Thieves Guild is actually kind of the reputable. They're the noble guild, right? Like they're like it's a that's actually a good thing to be. You could you're a thief. It's a good profession, right? They're kind of the leader of that is kind of the Robin Hood type of character.
Okay.
Then there's Don Orcleone's crew, which is your typical crime boss guy. And then the rumor and the one that you think you were working for, right, was the Crimson Reaper. But that's a
Right.
subtle, like almost very much a rumor. Like a lot of people don't even believe that person exists. They don't know who it is. It's like one of those urban legend type things, right? But there's obviously something there because you were working for it.
We worked with the Thieves Guild in the past, I am assuming.
Yeah, I mean, maybe for some smaller jobs and stuff like that, right?
Right.
This is probably, just some general stuff. And actually, you guys in the first episode went to the Bloody Owl, right? And that was the Robin Brakeman, right? Who has the gas problem.
Right.
So that would be, and yes,
Yeah.
that would be, he knows the Thieves Guild and everything like that. So
Yeah.
That feels like a safe place to meet up.
Well,
Bloody
I don't know. I was gonna say I think we should maybe steer clear of like anyone that knows us in any way.
Also a good idea, yeah.
Because if it's someone that knows us, like that might be somewhere that people are looking for us. If we've got history there, so maybe until we get shit cleared up and we know who we can trust, we go only completely new places where no one would expect to see us, especially people that we knew before, or even
Do we
just
want
like
to go to the
interacted
cathedral?
before. Are there like other taverns that are not
yeah, I mean,
these known ones?
there's a lot of different places. And, in fact,
Yeah.
you could work your way over out to the docks. There is, and I've got my list here. There's the Siren's Rest Inn and Tavern, which is, kind of out on the docks. There's a tavern called the Broken Anchor out there. Now, granted, there are even the whole docks area, right? I mean, the whole city there's levels of affiliation they have with the various crime syndicates, especially, but
Right.
you may not be recognized there or whatever. Like the Demon's Hole and the Bloody Owl are very well known because they're right in the middle of that district, right? Yeah, I mean, so there's a few of these places. There's a few more and stuff, but yeah, you could head out to the docks.
I think that's the best idea.
Okay. And would you
Siren's
be
Rest?
looking for kind of, well, that's an inn and tavern, so you could potentially stay there too if you wanted.
Sure.
That'd
That
be the
feels
easiest.
good.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay.
So we'll meet there. That sounds good.
Do we go one by one or do we team up?
I mean,
I currently look like a child, so
buddy
Probably-
system's not bad, but
probably should go with somebody to be less suspicious.
I mean, I can't really disguise myself in any way.
I think Kalon already headed in.
Yeah.
yeah, he's gone.
Right.
Adios.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So,
One at a time. Maybe we sort of like whoever's the more conspicuous can go in first in case the others need to sort of like back them up.
just saw Dave typed in chat.
I'm peeing. I'm sorry. Incredible. Wash your hands.
I mean, Dave, we could
So-
have taken a quick break or something. Anyway, yeah. So you guys are going to go through one at a time.
I go in.
Alan's going in.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right. So yeah, I guess Kalon is going through. So anybody want to make a stealth check for him?
Oh, a stealth check.
I'll do it. I'm a
Is it
paladin.
Negative.
It's gonna be
of,
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah. Probably because of the armor.
Oh,
I'm
damn,
back.
okay. Disadvantage. Okay. Well, he's there, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll-
I'm here, please, no.
Well, and I mean, here's the question, right? So you're going in one at a time. There's crowds going in and stuff. Are you just gonna kind of blend into the crowd?
Sure.
Yeah. So if you guys are doing that, the reality is I don't think it would be a difficult stealth check. No disadvantage for anybody. Okay. So you just make a stealth check. and we'll see what happens. It's also not going to be a very difficult one because there's crowds.
Wait, that was not.
Should we go the paladins in the front and the back? So I'll be last.
Sure.
I rolled
The
26
paladin
on
sandwich.
stealth.
Yeah.
So who rolled what? What did you say?
I just said I rolled a 26 on stealth.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say you're, if anything,
30,
they're
20.
you happen to be when you walk in, they like it's almost as if they were intentionally looking away from you as you walk. Somebody else got
I
a 20.
rolled
Yeah.
a 10.
Okay, and actually, so when you go
11.
through, you see even a couple guards. They're kind of looking at the crowd, and you even see one makes eye contact with you and just looks on. Doesn't just you make it through. And who else would made a roll? I can't remember.
30,
An
20.
11 for me.
Yeah, and you got again similar the dirty 20. You nobody, not even a thing. The
I'm holding Wes's hand.
right yeah, you're right there with Kayla. I mean, anybody who makes that, yeah, you've all made it through. So everybody,
I'm on
the
my
guards,
ventriloquist dummy.
you kind of slip in to the crowd, and a couple times the lower rolls, they kind of look a little bit at you like they might focus on you for a second, and then they just kind of look on to the next person, like maybe something triggered, but whatever. It's late. They don't care.
All right.
Meet up
Yeah,
at the
it's
nice.
super
tavern.
late at night.
The inn and tavern.
Get a
Okay.
beer.
So you make your way over to the Siren's Rest, and you walk in, and there's some artwork and stuff on the walls that kind of fits the theme, the docks, and it is a little rough in there and everything, but it's not too bad. And there's a guy behind the a counter, and he's kind of wiping it down. He's like, "Welcome to the Siren's Rest. I'm Commander Blackwood. How can I help you?"
Cal, you're there first.
Yeah.
He froze.
We'll take. We're just coming in for a quick drink, maybe a respite if you have the room.
Sure. Yeah. You just want to sit in here for a drink, or do you need rooms? Did you say?
We might need some space to sleep. For the
Okay.
night. Do you have space?
Well, yeah, we got plenty of space. How many rooms you need?
Okay. I don't know. I'd say 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, I got that. And is everybody there
Okay.
now? I mean, is everybody but have you caught up
Yeah,
and you're
I
there
feel
with them
like-
now?
We probably should go in.
I feel like we probably left a gap of like maybe 20 feet between everybody.
Okay. All right. So you're
I
while
think
he's
we're all
talking, you're
slowly
kind of
trickling in.
slowly trickling
And-
in. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
to kind of like stave off suspicion, I'll be like, yeah, can I get an ale?
Sure.
Just like-
yeah.
Casual.
Now, are you guys coming up to making it known that you know Kalon, or are you, as you trickle in, or no?
Access actually, before going inside, we'll do a circle around the building
Okay.
before coming in. So it'll probably be a hot minute before Access gets in there.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and he gives you the ale and gives you room keys, and I mean, are you hiding the fact that you know each other, or are you just kind of being casual and normal about it, and
I
these
don't
are
think-
I don't think we should I don't know. Let's see you guys.
No,
I
I
don't
think
think-
I
Sorry.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't think we would be act casual about it, but maybe just a little subtle about it.
Yeah. maybe go sit
Like,
down.
maybe
at a
or
we're
table.
not
between.
gonna be. Yeah, we're not talking game plans, but we're not
Right.
chatting. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think it's just a quiet night at the end.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you're all sitting down kind of at the same table, just kind of off in the corner, just kind of being casual type of thing. I mean, there's other people in the inn. It wouldn't look abnormal, right? So,
I also
Yeah.
just fumbled and said 5 rooms. So any
right.
expect 5 people sitting next to each other,
Right.
and I'm asking for 5 rooms.
Yeah.
Sure.
5 rooms just for you. to get us
5 rooms. Yeah, I wake up a lot, like to switch the bed. Cold side of the pillow doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can tell this is kind of it's on the docks. It's a bit of a rough part. You see sailors and stuff in here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that this guy's seen, and he's just like, I don't care, do what you want. It's like,
I just don't have any fights in my bar.
Right, basically, right? So.
Yeah, I come in and like, oh, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Just friends
Come to the
meeting up at the
tavern.
tavern. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're all at the table. You're all just kind of sitting there. You got ales, you got room keys and everything. And as you're sitting there talking, you actually see the door open. You see this guy walk in, and it looks a little out of place. He's a uniformed courier of the city post. Like, it looks like you're like a postmaster type, not a postmaster, but like a mail carrier, right? Like, just kind of walks in, and he's looking, and he looks around, and he's brushing dust from his sleeves a little bit, and he pauses, kind of scans the room. He looks again over at you guys, and walks up to you, like almost like disbelief, like, okay, walks up to your table, and then he looks at each of you, kind of looks at each of you up and down, and grins almost as in a disbelief and goes, yes, that would be you. And then he doesn't even ask names. He just sets this wooden case down, this small wooden case down on the table in front of you. He's like, delivery for 5. And then pauses a moment and chuckles and goes, you're actually here. I can't believe this. All right. He's kind of like almost incredulous. Like, he can't believe you guys are here. Almost as if he was going to deliver this and he didn't expect you to actually be here. Is there anything you're saying?
Who's this from?
And he goes, and he looks and he goes, that's the funny thing. I don't know. It was prepaid long ago, filed for a time delivery a little over 100 years ago, sealed with instructions that we were not permitted to open it. And he taps the case and he looks and he goes, they were very precise instructions delivered to 5 individuals matching your descriptions on this date at this hour at this location. He glances towards the ceiling and goes, well, I suppose I lost that bet. And they're never going to believe this back at the office. And he gives a small shrug and he's like, oh, well, have a good day. And tips his hat and leaves.
Immediately investigated it for traps.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. You do an investigation on it.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chime travelers.
What you guys
Yeah,
notice, right? You notice it's a small box. It looks old. And it appears well kept. I mean, which would be the case if it was kept in the vault at the postal service in the city for that long. There is a received date stamped on it, like in the wood, as well as a paid in full stamp, both of which are marked. The date is 107 years ago. And attached to the box, just like he said, you notice instructions said to be delivered today, current time, location. There's description that matches each of you precisely. And then finally written in like larger writing to be opened by recipients only.
Wait.
Well, that's not weird at all.
What was
Who's
the guy's
gonna open
name
it?
who disappeared? Den above the table.
No,
What was the
Will.
guy?
Novus.
Novarus.
Novus. It's. I say, like, could this be from Novus? I mean, he slipped into a portal. Could it have been another dimension? These things don't line up with time, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
All right.
You can open
Wes,
the box.
take it away.
I'll open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You open the
Eldritch
box.
Blast its head.
Yeah. Yeah, no. You open the box and you see a folded parchment inside. It's like a thick, it's old, but it's well preserved. So if you look at it, the handwriting, it's crisp and it reads, sorry, where was I? Oh, yes, the contact. There's a man known publicly as the Collector. As I said, I don't trust him, but he's an extremely useful resource. He's not noble, though nobles defer to him. He acquires rare artifacts, rare creatures, and lots more. I believe he might possess information that could help, but be warned, he will not assist you without leverage. In other words, he'll probably have some jobs for you first. So proceed carefully, and remember, you are being watched, and by more than the Duke and the guards. And then it's signed Novus.
Huh.
So he was cut off mid-sentence in the tavern when you guys were in Zolgrad, and then you get this letter. And where was I? Okay. And I can send you guys a copy of this too, like a little bit later, but that was basically, that's basically what it says.
Oh my god.
When he
Collector.
says the collector, could we do a history check on seeing if we've heard of that?
Sure. Yeah,
Title
go
before?
ahead. Go ahead.
No.
Dirty 20.
2.
I rolled a dirty 20 as
2.
well.
Okay. Yeah, no. And so you guys that got, especially the ones that got the higher rolls there, you recognize this kind of name. It's almost like a, like an infamous type of thing. And what you vaguely remember about it is that, again, he's a collector, and like a collector of rare artifacts, right? Like what Novus had kind of said just jives with what you remember. And, he's kind of, rich. He's not noble, but he is well respected, a little elusive, not necessarily above the law, but it's the type of thing where people look the other way type of thing, right? Because he has lots of money and lots of influence and everything like that. But he's not all powerful, right? And so, that was what you kind of remember about him, what the rumors and the things that you might know about him.
Where can we find the collector?
I mean, probably have to ask around. Who do we know that has the most like contacts in the city?
Fucking guess we're going to the demon's hole.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Don or Cleone might know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
probably
think
right.
so.
Fuck.
Listen, we just need to get some sleep. We've had a long travel, and I think we should. I don't know.
Actually,
Yeah.
Wes doesn't say because this is the first time Wes has ever been in Bloodstones, technically.
Oh yeah.
Well, Josie would definitely say that at least.
Yeah.
Well, and you guys remember you met with Don Orcleone briefly, and he did tell you about the Demon's Hall. So,
Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
"Come
True,
to
true.
me if you
Yeah.
get the information."
right.
And now we have info.
Yeah. So, what's your plan? It's later. It's not, super late, but it's late. You're tired.
Yeah, we traveled all day.
Mm-hmm.
Probably rest and then go visit the Demon's Hole.
Demon's hole, bro.
The Demon's Hole.
Okay.
Asshole.
And so you guys are doing
Okay.
this, and you see that, as the evening goes on, people are kind of filtering out a little bit and everything. But then you hear this like kind of drop in sound a little bit. There's a little bit of a silence. And you hear the background murmur of the city kind of thins out a little. There's like a sound of a chair that like was scraping and kind of stops. And a worker kind of pauses like mid-step. And everybody looks up over at the door. And you hear boots. And there's a couple entrances. There's a front entrance. There's a one side entrance and everything. And the boots, and they're measured. They're disciplined. And there's a lot of them. And then from every exit, including from the back, like in the bartender looks like, what the hell? You see city guards.
Oh no.
They all march in. Now they're coordinated, they're controlled, they're not aggressive. You first see a dozen, and then you see even more. There's probably 2.5 dozen city guards. And then there's a small parting, and they all kind of come in, and they're at the entrances, and they're all kind of around where it is. And then this one person walks in, and he is dressed in darker regalia, kind of a darker cloak, trimmed a bit in like silver and blue. And you kind of recognize the outfit, but the person is different. And this appears to be the new viceroy of Bloodstone's End. And he stops about 10 feet from you, and the guards don't draw any weapon. They don't do anything. And you're surrounded and greatly outnumbered. And the viceroy kind of removes his gloves, slowly, and his voice, very calmly and controlled, he says, Gravehand Syndicate, you are under arrest by order of Duke Thornton. And as if on cue, you see several guards just kind of step forward. They're not aggressive, but they have restraints ready. And when you look, you only see 4 restraints. The Viceroy then continues, and he's like, thank you for your continued service to the realm. And then he turns his gaze. Axis of the Mastoran Rangers. And then the pause, and the Viceroy looks back at everyone and goes, the Duke wishes to see all of you at once. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
The fuck?
Sorry, what? Sorry,
Sorry, the
what?
party?
Excuse me?
Sorry, huh? Say that. What? Sorry, what? What do you mean?
So that's where we're
What
going to
do
end
you
today's
mean?
session.
What do you mean?
All right, everybody out in
up?
chat, thank you for joining. And we're going to try to do this next episode sometime in the near future pretty quick. So we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.